How's it going, everyone? You're watching Stretford Paddock. We're here for the watch-along for Man United versus AZ Alkmaar, which starts in about 15 minutes. I'm here with Stephen. How you doing?
Hello.
He's good. I'm here with Adam. How you doing?
I'm good, mate.
And I'm here with Kieran. How are you doing?
I'm not too bad, mate.
We're all doing all right.
None of these lads asked
Yeah,
me.
no one ever asked how I am.
How are you?
I'm all right, actually.
that's
Yeah,
good,
I'm
that's
good.
good.
No thanks to you two.
We don't care.
What are we expecting today, then? Big result, big win? More, we've been great this season. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't be great today.
Absolutely flying, aren't we?
Yeah, we're doing all right.
Yeah.
We're doing absolutely all right.
Bangs.
Are you expecting a win?
No. I mean, we haven't won since Paris away on the road, have we? So, no, I think you'd be mental to expect a win.
Yeah.
I think we go into every game the same way we go into every other game, hopeful of a win, but thinking, by the
This
end of
probably
it.
won't happen.
Oh, God, it's depressing, isn't it?
What do you reckon, Kieran? Are you expecting a win?
This really does bring me back, and I'm not saying it because it's two Dutch teams, but when we went into the Europa League,
Two Dutch teams. Are we a Dutch team?
No, listen, let me finish. When
We
we lost
just
to
said two
Feyenoord,
Dutch teams.
yeah, bringing it back, and I'm not saying because it's two Dutch teams. I was going to say because we lost to Feyenoord, you know, with a better squad in the opening day. I know it's two different teams, but going to the Netherlands in the hope of a away win is never easy. I'm going to say 2-1 to us because you got to remain hopeful.
2-1. What do you reckon?
It'll be tough. I mean, their record's pretty good. I think they're 1 point behind Ajax, third in the Eredivisie. Scored 18 goals in, I think, 7 games.
Yeah,
Look at us, we scored 9 in 8. And it's pretty bleak when you look at it on paper, but, you know, it's just on
Does that fall
paper.
down to standard of the league, though, across the board?
I don't know, but even still, they're going to have the confidence, aren't they? They're going to be flying because we're pretty shot at the moment, so we're there for the taking. I mean, United's got to be switched on today. If they come on us, it's going to be hard, so
Come on.
One of the greatest sentences
don't
I've
take
ever
that
heard.
out of context.
Please
don't.
I think it's like Dutch teams are always like when you play Spanish teams, you think they're not that good. They're like a mid-table Dutch team, but they can all play football really well. So all of a sudden, like
What you're saying is they're technical.
technically good. Like all of us, like we played Astana and didn't really make many chances, or we didn't make as many chances as we should have done. And this is a team that is more used to winning, is a better team, is better on the ball than they were. And I think, yeah, like you said, Steve, if anyone's expecting an easy game, it's not going to happen. I don't know what everyone's laughing at behind the camera.
He's laughing at me because he always laughs at me when we're on the live stream. He always zooms in on my face. I crossed the road today, literally walked across the road, and he started laughing. And I said, "What are you laughing?" He goes, "You're just funny." It's producer Cam, by the way, again finding humour in my misfortune.
Why is Michael Owen alive?
That's a horrible suit, by the way. I have to say, purple.
Quite like it,
it looks
actually.
like
I was like, wouldn't mind
it looks like a carpet from a primary school. It's just very like bobbly,
shit, it
dark.
What's the inside of his collar as well?
Shit, it does. Yeah, he's got a lot going. There's a lot of patterns going on
Go
there.
and cancel that order.
It's so weird that he's never seen any films, never drank any hot drinks.
Yeah,
Like,
never had tea
what's
or
he
coffee.
doing?
How's he never had a
Wait,
tea
what?
or a coffee?
Michael Owen has.
He's
No, he
made
never
his
had a tea or
wife
a coffee.
couple of teas or coffees a few years ago, but
That's
he's
the most
never tried
Michael
one
Owen thing I've
himself.
ever heard. Of
That's got to be a
Possible.
fucking lie.
I
There's
don't- I
no
honestly
way.
don't think it is a lie. I really don't think it is.
But you drink warm bottles when you're a baby, so you think that you get into.
Yeah, you think your mum would accidentally drop a tea bag in a warm bottle at some point.
no,
wouldn't
but
you?
like hot
no.
drinks, like.
Yeah, he's accidentally put a couple of teaspoons of Kenko in that bottle.
Oh, and what kid doesn't like hot chocolate as well?
Yeah, that's true. I never liked hot chocolate though.
No,
so
neither
me-
did I. But I mean,
So what kid did like hot chocolate?
I mean, I'm assuming Michael Owen. He's got to find some enjoyment in this.
Shall we do a little run through the team news in case anyone hasn't seen it?
Come on, then.
We're getting distracted talking about
What are you
Michael
on
Owen
about?
drinking hot chocolates. So
I actually think that's wrong, by the way.
what?
I think it'll be James on the right and Gomez on the left,
Right. Okay.
with Juan in the middle.
Yeah,
We'll start
I
from the
hope
back
not.
then. We've got De Gea in the net. We've got Dallo right back. I thought Dallo looked all right in the last time he played. Thought he looked all right. He doesn't stand out the way Wan-Bissaka does he? He doesn't quite have that same like.
two different types of
No, but I
fullbacks.
feel
Chalk and
bad
cheese,
for
yeah.
him.
Dalot can attack, but Wan-Bissaka can defend.
Yeah, we've got Lindelof and Rojo as well at centre back, and then we've got Brandon Williams playing his first ever first team start for United.
Correct.
Lovely. I thought he played quite well last week.
I thought it was a well-earned start on the
Yeah.
back of that last week.
Yeah, I agree.
In fact, he did nothing wrong and was a very promising
Yeah.
performance.
And
Like, he didn't do anything amazing.
He did
I
make
thought
a key
he's-
interception
yeah,
for
but
the
he stepped in well for the goal.
Yeah.
And also, regardless of what you think of Ashley Young, he will be playing at the weekend, and he needs a rest. Do you know what I mean? Like, Go
Or
on.
it's and what I definitely didn't text Brandon earlier was this is definitely an audition to take that fucker's place.
Well-
So make sure you do.
yeah, or that, both.
Or words to maybe those effects.
Matic and Fred again I thought looked good coming off the bench against Arsenal. He seems to have slowly sort of crept back into Solskjaer's thinking, doesn't
Because
he?
everyone else is really shit.
There is that. there is definitely the point that everyone else is really shit. And then we've got Mata, Gomez, and James. Like I said, not quite sure how they'll line
Right, hang
up
on. John McGrath,
behind Greenwood.
listen, shut the fuck up. Right?
Is he in the comments
'Cause
now?
you was-
Is he?
Yeah, he's more active in the comments than he's ever fucking been in his life. Who's that guy on the left? Listen, you fucking witch. Just because you've been dicking around with your play, which I'll put a link in the description so everyone can go and have a look at it later if you want to go and support him. But just because you've been fannying around with your play and couldn't make it tonight, don't start getting fresh with me, you little bastard.
Can you put in the comments as well, Joe? What's your play about? Because I might come on
It's a
Saturday.
one-man show. Is it Saturday?
So
It's
why is
Saturday
it a
and Sunday?
why is it a
12
play
till
and
1,
why is
is
it
Is it
not?
Jimmy's in Northern Quarter?
What's the difference between a one-man show, a play, a stand-up gig? What,
Text it us and I'll
tell
read it
what's
all
going
out.
on.
Text me the details. I'll read
Yeah.
it all out for
Send
you.
us the synopsis.
You're getting a better shout out here than if you'd have fucking hosted it, you dickhead.
What who are you looking forward to seeing? Who you think is going to put on a performance today?
I think maybe. Obviously, we're all talking about Brandon Williams as well, but I think it is a big day for Diogo Dalot because at this rate now, he's third choice right back. Because Ashley Young or Axel as well will be playing. Be starting ahead of him.
Why is he
so-
laughing again?
I don't know. He just finds everything funny that comes out of my mouth.
It's almost like he's fourth choice right back there, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's behind
Who the fuck's put
Wan-Bissaka, Young.
If you're not back
Twanzebe.
by 11, I'm locking you out.
Who's that?
Hi, Connor.
Adam's mum in the comments there.
Yeah.
As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by the plastic company behind there. It's a big day for Dalot, given the fact that he is at this stage maybe third or fourth choice. Right
Yeah.
back.
That's a difficult one for him. I almost feel bad for him. Like he was signed by Mourinho and then Mourinho left like the same year after having been injured, and then he's like 6 months of Mourinho and then he's just got like some I don't know.
You're taking me with you, Dad?
Like a Attenborough documentary where like the elephant's mum dies and he's just there like trying to fend for himself
We
in
were
a team
promised
of
so much
players
from
who
his
don't really want
crossing
him.
as well.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's an important game for him. I think Fred again. I think Fred is the one player or the main player in this squad that could really force
and get
himself
something
into the
on,
first
Brandon
team.
again.
Yeah, and I've always been a big fan of Fred as well. I don't understand what people are saying, worst signing of last season when he didn't really play that much when you think about it. He wasn't spectacular when he played under Jose, but under Ollie, even towards the tail end of last season, he was, despite the fact we went on, 2 wins in 12 games? He was one of the
Him and McTominay
standout
were all right
performers.
in that sort of spell, weren't they?
But Fred coming off the bench this season, I think, has been pretty good. He's been nippy, he's been active, but that's the bare minimum. I mean, how bad's that when we're saying that? Oh yeah, he's probably our best midfielder on paper at the moment.
Darren
Like
Gibson
he takes the ball and he's turning circles really tight. He's got that. He sort of beats the press quite well. As we spoke about sort of countless times with Fred, you are worried he's just going to pass the ball to someone
does
about
do that a
20
lot,
yards
though.
out. But I think if he can take that out of his game, and the whole wedding thing, I do feel a bit bad for him. Although he is going to have to take a few weeks off because he's renewing his vows.
just for the 10th time.
just before January.
Just loves fucking wedding
He just
cake.
loves getting married. Loves a wedding cake. Loves that dance, the first dance. I love the first dance. But yeah, I think he's the one player in this team that obviously we're looking at Williams potentially at left back, but I think Fred is the closest to sort of taking a first team position out of the players starting tonight. So hoping for
Van Gaal in the audience.
Of course he is.
Oh, Louis!
Managed both teams, hasn't he?
He's so bitter, man. He's
gonna
still
be
so
sat-
bitter.
sitting there
I like
heckling
him.
United.
I do like him.
You reckon he's pissed?
He's the one United manager that I think got a bit of a shit go of it by the board.
No, Moyes got the biggest shit of them all.
No, Moyes deserved it.
Yeah, Moyes.
think
I think
Moyes
Moyes
deserves
deserved
it?
to go. He had eight months of bad results with a title-winning team. Van Gaal, we played boring football, but you could see how he was trying to change what the club did. He brought through young players. He won trophies, and he got sacked just because Mourinho was
Counter argument. Do you think that title winning team was even very good?
But it doesn't
Take Van
matter. whether-
Persie
it
out of
doesn't-
that title winning team.
But we-
No,
okay,
no.
But does it come seventh?
But yeah, but you say take Van
Without
Persie
Van
out. Why
Persie?
would you take Van Persie out? He was there.
No, I'm
What
just
did he
saying
say?
take away.
No, I get
Van
that,
Persie
but it's
out
like-
of that
We
team.
still had
Yeah.
Chico and
Yeah.
Rooney and like
It's like saying
it's not
take-
seventh.
No, obviously,
Take
but like
York,
Van
Cole
Persie
and-
scored. I'd love to see what percentage of goals Van Persie scored for that season.
Oh yeah.
But it was.
I think cleverly, wasn't he like the main starter in the midfield next to Carrick as well?
Yeah,
Like that's
it was
fucking mental.
It wasn't, and Kagwa was it first season? Yeah, it was
His
his
first season,
in the
that, yeah.
squad.
The Fergie year was his last year. Was his first year.
But I just think I would have. And when you look at
Dallas got
Moyes' signings lasted longer than anyone's.
Yeah, I don't think he was. I mean, I think he deserved to go
Well, who do you think was the best signing then post Fergie?
so far.
Pound for
That's a
pound.
good question, actually.
Matters up there for a shout.
Yeah, probably.
Probably not these last 2 seasons, but
Best
everything up to
signing
them.
post
Zlatan?
Fergie.
In terms of
Two
every
trophies.
time they were on the
Yeah.
pitch, they did the best of
Zlatan?
Yeah, average sort of performance. I would say
And
Zlatan.
at free, not bad price.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
at free, I'd have him again. I'd have him back. I'm going to keep saying it till United re-signs Zlatan.
There's a
that'd be
case
cool.
that
I'd take him.
Martial could be up there if he fulfills that potential and he stays fit, but not at the
Not
moment.
yet.
No.
Maybe
No.
Pogba.
No,
I don't know.
I couldn't say Pogba really.
Maybe not. Maybe Maguire. So far,
What, 6 games in whatever?
no one's been good
Talk
enough.
about get fucking excited.
No one's
lads.
been good enough.
Right, hang on. I'm still trying to get
Steve's just trying to buy some.
I'm trying to
sort
get a bet on Brandon to get booked because I said it last week and I didn't do it, and I'm not going to get a word.
Is he talking behind the camera?
Yeah,
He is.
He just shouted.
You
"Is
don't
he your
talk
friend?"
behind the camera.
So United going for their first
Jesus
away win
Christ.
in what 6 months?
Paris,
Get the camera
yeah.
off me, please. It's that camera there.
That's bad, isn't it?
Don't worry.
When you put that into
That's
perspective,
really
that
bad.
is dreadful.
That's really bad. Can you remember there's a time under, I think it might have been Van Gaal actually, where United couldn't win at home. We just drew 1-1 at home every week.
Yeah,
but
and it
we're
was
quite
painful.
good away. We had like the second best away record in the league. And now it's like we're bad at home and terrible away.
Yeah.
Oh, that's no good, is it? Sugawara, great name that. I love that name. Anything with the word sugar in.
Yeah. Cameron
Gorgeous.
has to look away from it.
Yeah. Very nice. How's your band coming along, Cameron? The Diabeatles.
You've been thinking of that one for a while.
It just popped into
It
my
just
head.
popped
It
into-
just
were you
popped into
thinking-
my
were you
head.
thinking diabetes
Flabby
puns?
Road is the album name. No, in your belly, mate.
Oh, he's had you there
He's
on
had you
toast, pal.
again.
He's had you on toast
That's
this time.
two times
Vegan
you've been on
toast
toast.
as well.
Vegan toast. All toast is vegan toast, mate.
Is it?
Is it? Yeah.
Or gluten-free toast?
Oh, don't do that. Don't muck about with that stuff.
No, no gluten-free.
Also, I'm not vegan, so if anyone's
fair.
wondering. De Gea captain. What you'd expect, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah.
What are you doing here, Steve?
Struggling is what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah.
To find it.
Jack Wall in the comments saying, yes, lads, back again for another shite match.
try to get that
The
on
stream will make it bearable.
Shite
Thank you.
match, good stream.
Yes,
That's what we're
thank you,
going
Jack.
for.
We appreciate it.
That's really nice of you, Jack. Cheers, mate. I would like to be able to see the comments if I could, but
that one?
Stephen's laptop is on a stand that's
Yeah, but how do I
about
find it?
20 feet away
Can you
from
not
me, so I
send
can't
it
see anything.
now?
Here we are.
On my new iPhone 7, folks.
Wow. How much?
Upgraded from a 6S to a 7. None of this 11X Pros, whatever.
Why
60
did you only
camera.
go from a 6S to a 7? That's like not even a
Because
any
one,
difference.
you know, I'm a skint student, and I thought to myself, I was thinking of getting a good Android, but hearing feedback, people were like, Android, you can't go from iPhone to Android. So I just thought, I'm used to using Apple. It's as quick as like a 10.
Is it?
Yeah, it's pretty quick. Like,
That's
brand new.
good.
So what's the
Found
point?
it.
I'm not paying an extra.
Was
$40.
Yeah, that's
Romero
how
at
BT Sport
Alkmaar?
finds us
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was.
We've got a picture of him at Alkmaar.
What,
I don't-
one in
we haven't
Airdrie
got
Visa
it.
Alkmaar?
We haven't got it on the stream,
Matic
unfortunately. But
sat.
there's a nice picture
Just a
of
bit
Romero when he back when he had long hair. Don't know these Alkmaar players. I don't know many of them actually. Michael Owen's gone for an Alkmaar win. Surprise.
Surprise.
Cage
Does anyone
chat
feel
from
bad
Mitch-
for him that he's like a sort of? I mean, not feel bad for him.
I don't feel bad for Michael Owen.
No club accepts Michael Owen as their own, do they?
No.
Fuck no.
Liverpool have disowned him. He's talked too much shit about United for us to like him. Newcastle fans hate him because he slagged him off. Real Madrid fans don't even remember he played for him.
Yeah.
Like he's sort of burnt bridges with every club he's ever played for. Hasn't
Bet's on, lads. The betting's on.
he? The bet's on as we kick off with the lovely orange peel Europa League sort of strap going
Just
across
screams
there.
Europa League. This. I remember Van Gaal's second season. We had a kit
Just
so
look
similar.
at the colour of what's happening. It's so
It just-
clearly Europa League.
It just reminds me of Paddy
the
McNair.
pitch is too dark for green.
That kid does remind me of Paddy McNair for some
Yeah.
reason.
It's that
Is
Michelin
this the
game.
kid when he got whipped off at half time? Was it against Southampton?
whipped off.
Yes.
Remember
I
he got
think-
whipped off.
When was the last time
before
you got
half-time?
whipped off?
I plead the fifth on that.
It's been a while. Lindelof starting, Ben. So, what do you reckon to that?
Was that a shot from Rowo?
Probably was.
I think
Oh,
Marcus Rose.
Only
to be honest.
75 yards out.
James
Dan
won the ball.
James, he's
Dan
so
James.
fast. You know what? I really like Dan James.
He's great.
Well, he touched his
I'm sure he
cock.
likes you.
Do you know what? I would, but
Right.
he's fucking miles away.
Joe has texted us. He says, "Evening. It's a one-man play about a radio station broadcasting to the end of the world. I promise it's funny. Loads of laugh. Jimmy's bar near the studio. The people don't know where the studio is. 1 p.m. both days this weekend. There you go. If you're interested in that, you're not doing now Saturday, Sunday. Get yourself.
How
over.
much are tickets?
I think it's about £5 with a booking fee when I checked.
£5 with a booking fee.
Yeah.
That's not bad. You don't get anything for £5 these
Anyone
days.
fancy it?
No. So Fred's on the ball there then. No, actually, I might go on Saturday. Honestly, I think I might go on the Saturday. Is anyone else going?
I'm debating it.
might give
Let's
it a
go on the
go.
Saturday, Steve.
I've got UFC and the Sunday game, haven't I? So I need to sleep.
Well, you're not
on
going to go on
Sunday.
Sunday then.
Well, do you know what? Janine was going to go away this weekend, and now she's not because her mum's not well. So
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That wasn't sarcasm, by the way.
Fucking hell, Kieran.
No, that wasn't being sarcasm. Like, it was just,
Jesus, that didn't feel good, that mate.
no, that wasn't sarcasm. I'm just saying.
I don't know what I'm doing now.
Trying to be nice.
Right, okay, fair enough.
I had a whole lads' weekend planned for me and the dog.
Did you? What do you do? You two normally do just a couple of milk bones and chill.
Sit in our underpants, watch telly.
Yeah, dentist sticks. You love them, don't you? See him go through a full pack on a Monday morning.
Oh shit!
That was another shot from Rojo.
What do you think to Rojo? Do you like him?
He's absolutely off his fucking rocker,
Yeah,
isn't he?
he's
And
a
I think you
nutter.
need that. There's not enough characters in the game. Everyone's too beige, like fucking Owen Hargreaves and Michael Owen. Can you imagine how fucking boring a conversation would be between them two? It'd be like reading a fucking shampoo bottle.
Yeah. It'd be
But
good.
Rojo, bit of flavour.
Yeah,
He's
definitely.
off
a bit
his
of flavour.
fucking rocker, innit? Do you want a really boring story about a chance encounter I had with Rojo?
Yeah.
Right
The
then.
more boring, the better, please.
Right.
Think
So-
about this one.
Have you had a Cirque du Soleil?
I've been to see Cirque du Soleil.
I think I've seen every fucking one that's toured Manchester because Mrs. is obsessed with that
It's
shit.
actually good, though, isn't it? It's impressive, at least.
Do you know what? No, they're getting worse.
Oh, are they?
The first couple I saw was
I saw it
like,
about
oh my
15
god,
years
these are
ago.
amazing.
Yeah.
Last couple I've been like,
How many times do I have to see someone bounce off a trampoline through a window?
I get it.
Yeah, yeah.
So last one that it wasn't the last one we went to actually. The last one we went to was at the MEN. But one that we went to, it was at the Trafford Centre briefly in a tent in
Really?
the car park. Yeah.
You sure this was Cirque du Soleil?
Yeah, it was Cirque du Soleil.
Not just two old homeless blokes on a trampoline?
Nope, it was Cirque du Soleil.
Okay.
And Rojo had parked next to us. And he'd parked that fucking close to us that we couldn't get in our car. So we had to wait for him to get in his car and
Really?
leave. He was walking out behind us. I was like, oh shit, there's Rojo.
Yeah,
And as we
nice.
walked back to the car, he was like all the way with us to the car. And then it was like, fucking hell's done that part there. And then we watched him get in it. It was like, oh, fucking Rojo.
Did you have a chat with him or no?
So he parks. No, he parks like he plays, like a fucking
Like an
madman.
absolute psycho. Just smashes into, like Ace Ventura is, I imagine he put
That'll
just
do.
like a glove in it into every parking space he does.
I need to watch him back in the house.
And it's live.
Dan James is up
Kind
front.
of banter we had.
No, I think he's just moved over there a little bit.
Well, I mean, Greenwood looks like,
Like
he's
I
on
said,
the right.
though,
But Dan James kicked the game off as well.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was Matter up
Maybe it
front.
is, yeah. Well, Matters in the middle there.
Gomez
Angels
is
on the
off
left
the
like
left.
we thought.
Yeah.
It might just change in the game. We keep
I
seeing
reckon
that
it's
these
probably
days.
just quite a fluid front four, isn't it? Because none of them are particularly.
Jesus, Mason.
That's what you want, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Unpredictability.
Any standout players for Alkmaar at the moment that would like ring a bell to anyone who's like
Idrissi has 6 goals in 6 games, I'm led to believe.
Led to believe. What is some
Led to believe.
some
conspiracy
sort of
theory
like,
about his goals?
yeah, some bush dwelling
This is
shaman told
Mel-
you some little secret.
Mel's doing the
Yeah.
He's
research
got
he was
6
doing
goals in 6
yesterday on it.
games.
Yeah.
Little secret.
Comes to me in a dream.
I'm led to believe. But can you confirm that is true?
I will confirm it. Yes.
Okay, good. That's good. So he's the one to look out for. Is he a striker or is he playing off wide or what's
I
he
think
do?
today he's playing off wide.
Lovely.
I think when I just check the team then, but yeah, definitely one to watch. I thought Tuanzebe would have started today, but on second thought, now that he's not,
Yeah.
it looks like he will at Newcastle. So
Yeah.
that's good.
Joe says there's popcorn.
I'm sold.
Lovely. I thought he was quite good against Arsenal, other than the obvious Twanzebe. I thought he played well. But yeah, given the goal away, wasn't ideal. Was
What
it?
are you saying,
Hello,
Cameroon?
hello. No.
Is he talking behind the camera again?
And
Yes.
like
So
people can hear him
professional.
on mic.
Where's the rest of the lads gone?
Oh, fair.
Everyone's gone.
Have they got us anything?
The whole office has just left.
Can't get any clips going. Lovely.
I can tell you something you can do. Keep quiet behind the camera. Get the camera off me, please. Keep quiet behind the camera.
Keep quiet and stay behind the camera.
Angel's first touch is about as good as a first touch as there is, isn't it?
It's low centre of gravity, isn't it?
Yeah, his ability to change directions.
What is Angel's actual height?
We had
it's
we had
so
this debate in the
conflicted.
office.
5'6", 5'7", I think. It says 5'3" online. He's not.
I'm
5'3" is
5'8".
tiny.
I think he's
he's
5.
not.
I think he's smaller than that. I think he's like 5'4".
He's not.
Yeah, he's smaller than me.
You
And
met
I'm
him?
5'8".
I've
Gotta
cuddled
be.
him. So he's about...
Where did you cuddle him? In a bed?
No.
Stood up.
I've got a picture with him and my arm around his shoulder. He's over my shoulder. He's not.
Was this a recent
Really?
pick, though?
Yeah, he's not handsome.
And how tall are you? 5'10".
About this tall. Yeah,
But you
5'10".
sat down.
Good
I'm
passage play,
5'10".
yeah.
5'10".
Have a
Oh,
dig, Fred.
I would say
Fred.
5'6".
Okay.
5'6", 5'7".
But looking at him on the pitch there, he's noticeably smaller than like
Well, yeah.
everyone else.
And
isn't
he's
I'm saying
probably,
5'6"
I think
as
he's
well.
probably about 8.5 stone, me.
Yeah, he's small, isn't he?
Which I think is such an asset. When he comes up against like a 6'3", 14 stone defender, they're not physically able to move as fast as he can left and right.
No.
And you have to use that as an asset.
How-
Yes, he's the most foul player. But
Yeah.
use it. Allow him to be. He knows he's going to get fouled.
How tall
What do you
is
think
Lionel
Fellaini
Messi
does
like?
to him?
Messi's like 5'7".
5'7",
Yeah,
5'8".
it's like it doesn't matter how tall you are, really. When you have that low centre of gravity and you can use it
If
to
you've
your
got a
advantage.
touch like he's got, and his touch is as good as a touch can be.
Yeah.
And his decision making is very good as well.
Mm.
There's other areas of his game that obviously he needs to improve upon, especially if you're not playing in a top two draw team like United currently aren't. Let's be honest. But if he turned up at Barcelona, he would look sensational.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Or if he even was at this City team, the way they knock the ball about, he'd be in England squad by fucking weekend if he played for City at the minute.
Yeah, he would.
Do you think he should be starting for United week in, week out? And when?
I only say no because I think Angel's not going to thrive in a team that doesn't dominate the ball. And I think if you dominated the ball, he's going to look fantastic. But if you're not, then you lose. He has no off the ball presence.
Yeah.
So this is why people will go, "Do you know what? He's a better footballer than Jesse Lingard, right?" But Jesse Lingard's off the ball ability exceeds what Angel can do ridiculously, and that's what a lot of people fail to grasp. Like, they look too much about what you're going to do on the ball, what this player can offer when he's got the ball, but football's 95% off the ball.
So say if United came up against a team that we know we're going to sit deep and we're going to have a lot of the ball, would you start Gomez?
Damn right, yeah. And that's what I think, EFL Cup, that sort of stuff.
Well, tonight,
yeah.
That's what we're saying, isn't it? Yeah, I think, like I said in the team news video, the front three with James, Gomez, and Mata, there's such a small amount of physicality there that you couldn't risk that against. You know, we've seen a lot of games this season where United are sort of running out of ideas by the 60th minute. We just start chipping balls into the box. I saw a stat today, no one has scored fewer headed goals in the last year than Man United. It's not surprising, but so if it's a game where that's going to be how we're playing after 70 minutes, these three wouldn't work. But like I said, if we're keeping the ball on the ground,
look how much United
are
losing our pull. If you've got the game on, just look how empty this stadium is.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen this? Never seen this for United.
It's not
it doesn't hold loads anyway.
Yeah.
No.
It's not their stadium, though, Adam was saying apparently before. It's been done up.
Either way,
Yeah.
still fucking loads of empty seats there. You don't see that when United come to town. Why are you laughing behind there now?
You just can't stop laughing.
Someone said, could Howson eat something the size of Angel Gomez for breakfast? Oh,
Probably not for breakfast.
not that one.
James is commenting about Kieran.
Send the geezer on the right. Hey, me. You know what that is? That's my housemate who's watching the stream and commenting
Sinking
this the
ball
whole
pipe from
time.
So he
Prime
knows.
George Best.
He knows the behind the scenes you.
Prime George.
To be fair though, I think this is actually a good time for young players at United because you still
Damn right, you're gonna get a chance.
Yeah, you're going to get a
Fuck
chance,
you,
and
Glute.
you're still getting you're playing for a team that isn't very good, but that has the attention of a team that's the biggest in the world. So you get seen by so many people. You get such a good sort of viewership on you that if you can look good, like Greenwood, he's playing for a shit team, but people rate him so highly because it's Man United.
Plus, as well, if we start signing youth kids, the attraction will be if you sign for us within 2 years, you'll be playing in the first team.
Yeah, exactly.
269 watching now. Smash the like button.
Nice
Oh,
there
well,
from Juan.
no.
Oh, you just lost it.
We
Yeah,
reach-
like the like button.
What are we going to do? We reach 100 likes. We usually do something every week.
We're going to eat a
Eat a
Dorito.
Dorito.
Eat a Dorito
Likes.
for each 100
That's
likes.
And these are the chilly heatwave ones, so they're nothing
Yeah,
to be
calm
sniffed
down,
at.
lads. Jesus
Do you know what I mean? They're quite spicy. They are. What are you going for there? Snickers.
Gone for a Snickers, man.
Usually one of the last left in the box.
Does it get some nuts for tagline? So who is eating all the bounties? Cause
I love a
no one
bounty.
eats them.
Bounty's my favourite. Yeah.
Do you know what?
Animal.
I continually am surprised about the utter bollocks that you eat.
A bounty.
Oh, no,
They're
man.
they're in one of the most popular boxes.
But there's a
of
reason they're
chocolates.
always left last.
Yeah.
No, the
Year
Snickers
round,
and the
because
Mars.
Get in the comments now.
1-0 Alkmaar. Oh, he's given
Offside.
offside.
Jesus Christ. I was going to have to talk about football then for a minute. Right.
Ooh, that is
Get in the
lovely.
comments. What is the one thing that you're going to leave when you have a box of celebrations? It's the bounty. It's
Mars-
just a bounty.
Mars
That's just,
bar is the worst
it's
chocolate.
a fact.
If you don't go for Maltesers first and then leave the bounties, you're
Exactly
doing it
right.
wrong.
Like, we got no Maltesers left.
'Cause every cunt
All
fucking
the
eats them.
Maltesers, yeah. Do you know what's underrated in these? Because there's something weird
Snickers
about
are alright.
Snickers are great.
Really underrated in
Snickers are good. Mars bars are shit.
Galaxy, God tier, chocolate.
So if you're getting a meal deal, what's your go-to chocolate then?
Who gets
Gotta
a
be
meal
Snickers
deal
for
with
you.
chocolate?
Chocolate in a meal deal. You get a bag of crisps.
Get a bag of crisps, you absolute
yeah.
psychopath.
Well, yeah, true.
Meal
what's
deal
your-
with
I'm going to
chocolate.
phone, please.
What's your bag of crisp choice?
Oh,
You've
them
got to keep it
Sunbite
basic.
things.
Cheese and onion walkers.
I've been on the nice and
no.
spicy
Oh,
knickknacks
disgusting.
recently.
Wait, hang on. Don't nobody just even dare say cheese and onion walkers. Probably the most highly selling crisp in the fucking world.
Prom cocktail is superior.
Savages.
Whoa, prawn
Yeah.
cocktail.
So
It's
what?
superior than cheese and onion.
Trying to impress anyone. I'm fucking
Yeah,
married.
true.
Fact. Pickled onion monster munch, underrated pick. in my opinion.
Pickled onion monster munch is good. And also, what you have to do when you're getting the
That
meal
Brandon
deal,
Williams absolutely fucking having it down that left side.
you have to take into account the gram weightage of the bag.
Look
You
at
want to
that.
get your
Angel
money's
just
worth.
fucking dancing
Grab
around
bags
three
are
players.
essential when
Grab
you get
bags
the
are key. If you're going for Walkers, No offense to you, but you're getting a 27.5 gram bag there.
Yeah,
and that just isn't.
I don't
enough.
know when grab bags just became the
That's the
standard
standard
of size.
These
you
should be
should
called
having for
share
bags.
bags. Share size.
No, but like,
whatever.
I'm sure maybe it's just because I've just got bigger. But like, I'm sure bag of crisps didn't used to just be like 4 fucking crisp and a bag of air.
No. Well,
Which is
they
what it
probably did though
always
because
appears.
that air protects the crisps.
It was like Lay's
Jacob
in
OC
America,
saying
it's
Mars
terrible.
bar and Coke is banging. Bit basic
Mars bar
for
and
me.
Coke.
It's a bit
What are you?
basic,
Just
man.
yeah,
bit plain
a
for me, I'm
randomly
not gonna
generated
lie.
character of choice. That. I think I like a nice and spicy knick-knack. You get it in a 50 gram bag. So you know that it's got that going for it, like the Monster Munch, and also I'd say what's
Where'd you stand on
underrated,
the rib knickknacks?
don't like them anymore.
Why?
I think they took some of the percentage of flavour dusting they took off late 90s
Yeah, there's
somewhere.
no need for that.
And
Yeah,
the
you want
same-
it to absolutely choke you, don't you?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
the
they don't
orange
anymore.
knick-knack. Is that what you're?
Yeah, nice and spicy.
Stain your
Oh.
fingers.
Rib and sauce, you're thinking
absolutely dye your liver.
Scampi and lemon.
No,
I like them. It smells
course
like,
you do.
Smells like an awful.
Scampi and lemon crisp.
Smells a bit genitalia when you open that
honestly,
bag.
like some of the shit that you eat in Australia, you're just like, yeah, of course you eat that. Yeah.
I mean, the
I didn't even know that was
scampi,
a thing.
the scampi and lemon. You never bought a multi-pack of knickknacks when you were a kid.
Never had knickknacks.
Have you not?
Never had a knickknack.
Yeah, I did used to buy the multi-pack.
Then they had-
I
They're not
left
the most
scampi.
attractive crisps to buy
We
when you see
didn't.
the packaging.
We
They
weren't
don't
allowed
look like
crisps enough to
Yeah,
go
it
to.
was
go
always
for
like Monster Munch. I mean, now it's Sensations for me because they're fucking
Sensations
Do you know
are
what?
pretty
For the
good.
next
Some type
Watchalong,
things are great
for
as well.
well, I guess Sunday, we should do a sweepstake on when the food talk begins.
Yeah, I was going to say it's
Because
taken what
it's-
12 minutes.
It's been an absolute certainty in every single discussion.
Well, we all love food, which is something we all have in common.
Well,
isn't it?
ultimately, this is how you watch the match. You talk utter bollocks and watch the match.
Yeah, and then go, who scored? Yeah. Now.
Oh, sweet.
Although with United, you go, no one.
Yeah.
Who scored? No
Is
one.
it still
That was
0-0?
They did, but it was offside.
Paul Hughes, Tato, best crisps ever. Anyone?
It's the most
had
Irish
Tato-
thing
No,
ever.
but if you had a packet of Tato, cheese and onion.
Do you know what they're called? Tato.
Tato.
So I haven't had them now. It
It's
sounds
like-
like a shit cartoon character from the
Tato
90s.
are just... Huh?
Yeah, they are Irish.
they
They're,
are
they're
Irish.
quite big in Manchester. They're quite popular in Manchester as well.
Because everyone has like a second cousin who's Irish over
Yeah.
there.
You hear Liam Gallagher talking about Tatos all the time.
James says, get the geezer on the right of beer. He's parched.
Yeah, can we get him a beer,
Gloopio would
please?
agree with you. Can I have another beer, please, Cam?
Yeah. He's a happy
Oh,
drunk, but
oh,
he does get angry.
Alex is
if
here.
you
You
stop
Couldn't have
feeding
timed
him.
that any better.
Barman's back. Hello,
I'll-
barman. 3 beers, please. Do you want one, Steve?
3 beers, please. Partridge reference, if anyone's...
Whoa, is
Partridge.
Alkmaar just
I
hit a
want a ladyboy,
stinging
mate.
shot there.
I want a ladyboy. What was a ladyboy? Pint of
A
lager,
ladyboy.
gin and tonic, and a Baileys.
And a Bailey's chaser. Yeah.
Has anyone here
There's
ever
another
had,
one for no
cheese,
context
please.
United.
has anyone ever had a death by chocolate? It's half a pint of Guinness, a shot of Baileys, and a shot of vodka.
That sounds good.
Now that's a killer, that, isn't it?
Bailey's is just not for
I
me.
like Baileys. Let us know in the
Yes,
comments.
everyone's
Guinness,
had a
yeah.
baby Guinness, mate. Anyone who's been on a night out in anywhere has had a baby
Has anyone
Guinness.
ever had a tequila sunrise? Man City's kit designer certainly has.
Has anyone here had a pint, please?
That's these kids.
It does look like a tequila sunrise,
It
though,
does.
doesn't it? City's kit. Have to be pissed to wear that.
It looks like my dad said it when we were watching it Match of the Day. It looks fruit salad. It
Yeah,
just
or
looks
like
at
a
anything
rhubarb and
fruit
custard,
salad,
or any of them. Let us know what your favourite cream liqueur is. Obviously, we've got Baileys, we've got Dooley's, any sort of knockoff at all. Yeah, I'd love a beer,
Thank you.
please. Thank you very much, my friend.
Don't crack my beer, please.
You can have that one. That's
No,
what
he's pouring. No, he's already.
you want to
poured.
crack your own beer.
Don't get in the camera shot, please.
Cheese and onion kettle chips, very underrated. That's like for me, that's an upgrade
Is that
on the
one in
Walker. It's a yellow
a bit of a
packet.
dusty thing going on.
Is it? They're dusty. They're crispy. They've got a hefty.
I think they're a
crunch to
mature
them.
cheddar and onion, actually. I don't think they're just cheese.
They're a lot stronger, yeah.
He's got it. He knows he's crisp. It's a mature
Of course I
cheddar
know
and
my
onion.
fucking crisp.
It's
You
a
mad?
mature cheddar and onion. What are your thoughts on the balsamic, cider vinegar, balsamic vinegar?
Doing too much.
All
This
of
is
it.
too posh for us. No.
Yeah,
No,
like
I can rock it
malt
occasionally.
Vinegar.
If something's super like tangy and salty like that when
Yeah.
I'm on a piss,
yeah,
that works
Don't
as a
mind
little
that.
bit of a
the
finger food.
fattiness.
Do you ever see the Walkers like chicken wing flavor ones? You ever had them?
No,
They're
sir.
delicious.
No.
Did you ever have the jalapeno and cheddar ones? They're incredible.
I
They're
could,
so good.
I could dig that, but not chicken wings, man.
Didn't we do like an English breakfast one, Walkers, at some
no.
point? I'm
Oh,
sure
when
they
they've been
did.
doing those weird flavour off ones where they have like a bag and you have to choose left or right.
Yeah. And they always
They had
pick the
everything.
one that's
They had
fucking
everything.
best.
I think
just so
pickled
everyone
onion Walkers are one of the best crisps you can get.
Where do you stand on your flaming hot monster munch?
The best monster munch.
knows. No, pickled onion.
They're excellent,
Okay.
but pickled onion is pretty close, to be fair. But flaming hot is definitely runs are close. Beef
Top
is,
tier, Premier League level
yeah,
crisp.
it's definitely Premier League.
It's a Premier League level crisp,
And
isn't it?
the beef monster much is good, but it's not Premier League. It's a Championship team. It's like Nottingham Forest,
anything
consistently
beef
looking
flavoured
like
is
it's
just-
going to playoffs and then it just finishes mid-table in the Championship.
Sam Sutherland says Thai sweet chili.
Right.
No,
Yes.
overrated as a flavour, overrated as a
No,
dip.
no.
It's very early 2000s.
Well,
mate,
yeah,
get
but
out.
you don't need the dip then. It's like a 2-in-1. It's like when you get shampoo.
I
and
just-
Do you know what?
Generally,
I'm
Thai
gonna
sweet
throw
chili.
one in you, which might be my
Throw one.
go-to.
Fucking hell, Steve. Calm it down, lad. Steve's going to throw one in, mate. Go on.
Ready for Stretford Paddock after dark.
Oh, there we go.
Hollyoaks after dark.
One of my go-to ones. One of my go-to crips if I'm perusing a supermarket, and I only ever get these from a supermarket because they don't sell them in like a petrol station or anywhere like that, which is probably where you buy a lot of crips. Because like, fuck, it,
yeah,
back
Just
to
get
the rail.
Yeah,
get some
why not?
Twiglets for the drive.
Now, Peking
that's crisp.
spare rib, Walker Sensations.
Spare rib.
That's a
Never
thing.
had that.
Right, they're outrageous. Get a sour cream dip.
Oh,
Take all your clothes off.
Oh.
Go fucking bananas
Oh.
because they're so fucking good.
yes. Did it fill
'cause
your
there's
belly
a
button
real
with dip
tang.
and then dip the
No,
crescent?
that was really weird.
I don't either. That makes two of us.
Definitely
did
didn't do that. Like there's a tanginess about them, which gets cooled off by a very cold. Being in the fridge,
Yes,
don't keep it in a
please,
cupboard.
it needs
You
it.
fucking savages.
People are mental.
I know
Sour
Doritos
cream
do
dip.
rib flavor, but I tell you what I had once when I was in the States. Pizza flavored Pringles, man.
Ooh, I've had
You
them
know,
before.
it's skeptical
They're
at
good.
first, but they just taste like tomato in a bit.
Someone in the comments saying Forest are fourth in the table now. Lol.
Here's
Poor
the
reference.
match stats if
that
you
was
give a
exactly
fuck
the
about
point I was
football.
making. Always look like they're going to make the playoffs, but never go up. So it wasn't a poor reference. It was actually a good reference.
Here we go. Fred crossing the halfway line. Mason Greenwood, 3 men round him, loses it.
Jesus,
Poor
Mason.
touch. Not a lot happened so
Right,
far.
there you
has
go.
it?
I'm not fucking talking about the match anymore after that.
Yeah, not a lot's happened in the game.
Oh, there's a game on, is
Roysters
it?
T-bone steak. Now, if any crisp deserves a grab bag, the Roysters T-bone steak.
Are Roysters those sort of...
They're like a bubbly.
They're like bubbled.
Correct.
Yes. They
Now-
look like a ceiling in a 70s flat.
Right, I reckon if you tried hard, you could probably finish it in the mouth. Right?
The full thing.
And that's not enough.
They melt.
They
They're so
need
fatty
to
then.
be a fucking, like, that sort of size. You get some Roysters in that.
Do you know what's
Someone
underrated?
tweet Roysters and say, Howson wants a grab bag.
Underrated crisp, especially as a child. I used to have a lot of those Seabrook. Do you know the ones? White bag,
Oh,
yellow,
yeah.
banner.
Prawn cocktails.
The Seabrook prawn cocktail. Seabrook cheese and onion will make your tits fall off. They're so strong. My eyes used to water at school. I was at primary school. My eyes
Disco's cheese and
watering.
onion. They're
Discos.
underrated. In fact, even I actually don't mind a salt. and
Disco
vinegar
salt
in
and
it.
vinegar. I like
We're getting twatted here, lads.
Walker Squares. I tell you what, Chris, have
Squares
just
are great.
completely fallen off the map. These were a staple in primary school.
Walker Squares.
French fries.
Yeah.
I ain't seen anyone
Yes.
eat a pack of French fries in 15 years.
Oh, my dad got it like you know the 3 flavors bags, the big bags you get. They're a bit.
Yeah.
They're
Seabrook
okay.
Canadian ham don't get enough credit. Couldn't agree with you more, Benjamin. It's a great crisp.
Do you remember chipsticks? They're in like tiny bags, and
Love
that
a
always put me
chipstick.
off. You needed to eat like 3 of them, then you're like, yeah, I'm sorry.
All of those crisps that come in tiny bags. Frazzles, chipsticks, what are the other ones? Mini cheddars. What are you
I
playing
introduced
at, lads?
Mitch
Get a big bag.
to a bag of bacon fries the other day.
Yeah.
I was like, do you
they're
like
great.
Frazzles? And he was like, yeah. I was like, well, this is like
Try this.
Frazzles on crack.
Frazzles, but it's like your mum's new boyfriend of Frazzles. But it reminds you of your dad, but he's a bit different. They're really good.
bit of a punch to him.
Yeah. I like punch. I like cheese, not cheese moments. They're the most elusive of the sort of bacon.
What's the most
fries.
overrated crisp? We've gone underrated. We've gone about
Doritos
most...
tangy cheese.
Get the fuck out.
I think they're
They're
underrated.
top.
I think they're
They're
underrated.
top.
Oh,
If you're having a tuna sandwich, bang some of them into it.
Tuna
Now you've got
sandwich
a pie.
alone is just like nah.
Steve,
Come at me.
You've messed up there, mate.
Shut up, you eat fucking bark.
Barry,
you're
aren't
about-
you saying any chance of telling us how the game is going?
No.
It's
You're on
standard,
the
mate.
wrong
Shit.
Nil-nil.
Go and watch one of
Pretty
these
safe.
Nil-nil,
YouTube
20
channels.
minutes in.
They look
Look,
better than us.
if
They're
you want
making more
loners who
chances.
fucking talk about football on their own in a bedroom, this isn't the channel for you. We're fucking proper lads, and we talk about proper fucking lad shit, and we talk about the game if we fucking want to, but probably won't.
Don
I got
24K
7
saying, are
corners
you
for
guys
his day.
talking about soccer or food? No, we're talking about
7
Football.
corners. Fuck's sake.
My bet's coming in.
One of the fucking bets I looked at before was they used to get 7 corners. I was like, they won't get 7 corners. 20 minutes in, 7
So
corners.
one of my bets, the camera's not focusing, is 12 plus match corners as one of the things to do on it. So
Oh, I've got 10 for
nearly
both
there.
teams combined.
and it's
Ready-
because of fucking AZ coming on us. AZ out.
Benjamin Silvilla, you're saying ready to sell anything are so overrated. You're missing the point of overrated. Ready salted don't get credit. Ready salted gets slagged off by everyone.
Yeah, no one likes ready salted.
No, what you're trying to pick is one.
That's
I think
like
ready
going,
salted.
I tell you who's not very well liked, Hitler, and you're like, well...
I'll tell you who's overrated as a man, Hitler. No one rates him highly.
Underrated.
Potentially.
No, I don't
Popcorn
even
is
know-
the
I
most
don't know what
overrated
you're trying to make.
snack. Discuss.
No.
Popcorn.
No,
Gets
it's
in your
not.
teeth.
I like
That's
it.
the
It does
only
get in your
problem with
teeth, and it's so noisy. They picked it for movie theatres when you're meant to be quiet.
Worked at a cinema.
Why have
Cinema
they done- who
popcorn
did that?
ain't what it's cracked up to be,
No
folks.
one cracks it up.
No,
Everyone
no,
knows
there you
what
go,
I paid
popcorn, no,
11
so-
quid for this.
There you go, sweet or salty popcorn.
Mix.
Salted, obviously.
Mix?
We do mix.
You
first.
animal.
Mix, yeah. You gotta have a bit of both.
No,
like, you get to
no.
the bottom, you're like, oh,
Sweet.
Oh,
Gotta be
comes
sweet.
in. Yes, you go mix.
When you say mix,
I
you
would
don't mean
go with
sweet and
sweet.
salted.
Oh,
You
yeah.
mean half and half.
yeah, it's like half and half, but we say mixed because I actually worked at a cinema.
Yeah,
so I know
I agree
the
with
ins and
that.
outs of the trade.
I don't mind that. You put the sweet at the bottom, so you've got a little dessert at the end.
Some people actually come in
Don't
and say,
mind
"Can
it.
you do salt, sweet, and like
Like when people used to have
Just
those,
go, yeah, and just do what you want.
that was a
to
very late 90s thing. Remember those tall jars that had like layers of different coloured sand in them that people used to just have in their room for some reason? Do you remember them?
I have a really like
Sort of.
I never had one.
faded memory of one of them.
I never
Yeah,
had
they were
six.
quite big, just like big tall jars of sand. Jesus, your banter is dead, bro.
He's been
Cheers,
dead.
mate.
He's been dead for 2,000
Cheers.
years, so of course his
Callum
banter's
Lane.
dead.
Callum, mate, thank you very much.
He gets his fucking jokes from John the Baptist. Of course they are.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Oh God, John the Baptist. I remember that from religion in primary school.
Are you religious?
No, just in
not?
Ireland they shove
Just
it down your
Irish.
throat.
Well, that's religion for you.
Yeah, probably.
Yep, they love
Shoving
shoving
things
things
down.
down throats.
Young Irish boys. throats.
Nanny, if you're watching, he didn't actually say that. Catholic
What,
Church.
your teacher was Portuguese winger Nanny?
Yes, nanny. No, well, what do you call your grandparents?
Grandma.
If grandma,
Grandma. Granny.
granny. I say nanny.
Nanny, nan.
Oh,
Nanny's alright.
yeah.
Who's the worst player on the pitch right now?
I don't know, man. I have barely.
No
been
United
watching.
players have touched the ball.
Hey,
so it's hard
geezer
to
on the
really
right,
judge
put
them.
your Trump hands down.
Is that me? Listen here.
Jesus Christ.
These are not small hands. These are very big hands.
Big hands, big water, ocean water. Wrong.
Matic is absolute trash. Which flavour of crisp would he be? And he said ready salted, I think. Gotta be.
Nah,
hasn't
it's
it?
too obvious. I think he'd be something a bit more. I don't know. What do you think of
Roast chicken.
Roast
because-
chicken. I was just going to say
Because you
roast
think,
chicken.
oh, these will be good, and then you go,
Yes.
well, they were a bit shit.
Yeah. You go, there's a reason I had these in 5 years.
You're like, oh, these have won a Premier League before. No.
Yeah, they're not quite there, are they? 23
Kieran, do you know the
minutes
last 3 comments on the live stream, by the way? From James, Connor, and
Oh
Alexander.
my God, you're Irish. I thought Kieran was Canadian. These are all my housemates commenting on this. I'm
not
gonna
even
out them
Irish.
now.
He's not even fucking Irish.
You fucking lads. Go play FIFA.
Best
Come on.
type of fries, thin, thick, or curly?
Oh, curly's like a curveball. I do
Depends what
like
you're
curly.
going with, though.
Curly, it's so hard to do right. They're always wet.
They're fucking
Yeah.
burnt on the end and wet in the middle.
Boom.
Because they're sticking up off the tray.
Yeah. Curly fries can get in a fucking bin. Most absolute bag of
Proper
shit. thing
fat
ever.
chips from a chipper that's crispy and fluffy
From a
on the
what?
inside. Oh, sorry.
From a
chipper?
Oh, yes. Shout out to the Irish hombres watching.
You're
It's a
not
chipper,
even Irish.
not a chippy. It's a chipper.
Can we address the fact that you're not even Irish?
It's a chipper,
Where was
not a
you born?
chippy. That's not important right now.
Just tell me where you was born.
I'm not going to say where I was born.
Okay, I'll tell you where he was born. He was born here, right? And where do you live?
born
Here,
here.
I live here.
right? So he went on holiday, picked the accent up, and brought it back.
And I brought the chipper back, not the chippy, because chippy is like, who says, oh, go to the chippy.
Fucking everyone says chippy.
It's a bleeding chipper. What? Get up. Sorry, that's how people from Dublin tend to
So do you
speak.
like a thin,
How
a
do you
thick
know?
fry then?
I mean, picking up the Maglingo as I go. I keep saying mate all the
Sweet
time.
potato fries are the best.
Oh. No, man.
No, shit.
No,
If you're
man.
on a diet, then yeah. But
I mean, even that.
No.
On a
They're
diet.
soggy up.
you have to
they're
pay
really-
extra
they're
for
really
them.
good
Like it's
diet
always like
food,
paying
they are.
£1
Dollar
extra
win
for
behind.
fucking sweet potato fries.
Oh, we need a goal here, lads.
Oh,
Jesus.
Jesus.
Goalie could have easily caught that.
I was
Nice
like a
cross.
pro club's keeper saved that.
It was.
Rebel Dog 8 says chipper. You're damn right you say chipper.
You're wrong, mate.
FTB. Well, I can't remember to say his name. Centre Parks did those jars with different coloured sand layers. Had one as a kid.
Anyone go to
See?
Centre Parks?
No, of course not. Actually, no. We went a couple of times because my sister's friend used to work there. And we used to get free entry sometimes. Thank you very much for that. Enjoyed the ice dip pool.
What is Centre Park?
Centre Parks is like a sort of middle class Butlins, essentially.
What's Butlins?
Butlins is like a sort of working
lower
class,
class Centre
a
Parks.
working class Pontins. I can't get any lower than that.
What is it like a holiday resort?
It's like a little holiday resort, yeah. But
Do you know
instead
where you
of
can go on
fucking
holiday
loose
to
holiday
Benidorm
resort.
for a tenner?
Yeah.
But if you haven't got a tenner,
if you got
you go to Centre Park.
no,
no. If you Centre Parks is so expensive.
Is it really?
It's ridiculous.
Where is
'Cause
it
you-
exactly?
Centre
It's like-
Parks
it's just
costs about as much as going Vegas.
yeah, it's like $1,000 for like a weekend in like a chalet thing. It's ridiculous. If you pay full
Where
price at
is
Centre
it?
Parks, you're
Where is it
absolutely more.
exactly like?
They're all over.
No, Wales,
so it's like a
fucking,
chain.
yeah, all
But
those
they're
places.
often in, they're
Lake
usually in
District.
forests.
Lake
So
District.
you get like a little wooden chalet, and then you can hear your mum
Wouldn't
snoring
In
through
all
the
the latest
water.
news, I'm going to Centre Parks.
Oh yeah,
About 6
are you
months.
actually? How much you spent on this? So expensive in it? It's ridiculous.
We're going for my dad's birthday. Like the whole family's going, so it's going to be
Oh,
fucking
that's gonna
millions,
cost
Be a
you.
nice
isn't it?
piss up on it.
Honestly, it's literally like £700 for a weekend.
Here's what all I can hear is, what's that? Babysitter on site. Cheers, mum.
Is it really?
Good.
Little crash.
No, I mean my mum's
Creme
coming,
fraiche.
so I can just palm the baby off.
Oh right, I thought you meant an actual babysitter.
No,
like
not
they
the
bring
canning
one for
no,
you.
just literally giving me milk.
Not me canning it. Jesus.
Is that not an adjective yet? It's got to be.
It
hasn't it?
is. I don't know.
If I said, lads, I'm gonna go mechanic,
Yeah, that means
you
leaving,
know what I mean?
leaving your kid at
Leaving
home when
my
you go
fucking
for a
kid
night
getting on
out.
a piss. Boom.
Yeah.
Therefore,
That
it's
took a turn.
It's a word, isn't it? Yeah. It's a legitimate word. You know what I meant? That was the purpose of words.
We're nearly half an hour into this, and I literally have watched about 30 seconds. of
James
this game.
says, as a proud Irishman, I'm disgusted at the amount of cultural appropriation on display from the fella on D right. Are you Irish or Jamaican, mate?
Right, James.
If you're not Irish, you were born in England. Now give me my potatoes back.
You were born in Borehamwood.
Respond.
You're not even from London. You should support Watford, and you're a West Ham fan.
Best sauce on
Nah,
chips,
mic drop.
ketchup, mayo, barbecue, burger sauce, or curry, gravy. End of
Right.
story.
Gravy wasn't even on your
What
list.
is that? Chip shop chips or like home chips or fries or what? What like if we get it from a chippy?
Well, let's say you're doing it from chippy. Say you get chips.
Go
you
to
go,
bit.
what do you want on it? Gravy.
No curry. Sorry.
Holland's finest.
Is that your go-to beer, Heineken? Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? I prefer,
Hence why when I say to go to lads to go to shop, get some Heineken in.
I do
you not
like a
have
a reason
Heineken
for
now.
that? Because I like
I do
fucking
like. I do
Heineken.
like a Heineken now and again, but hot.
And in particular, these.
I prefer Kronenberg.
I'm all about keeping it cold, and these smaller cans keep it.
They do
fucking
get cold quick.
It's Corona. There's 4 left.
There's 4 left. Oh, I suppose you lot have been drinking.
No. I've just had 2. Me and Callum have had none. So that means that you guys.
I'm running out of Heineken already. Let's slow it down a
3
bit
each, yeah. That's probably about right.
Fuck's sake.
if necessary.
Yeah.
Well, it's better than the football.
Yeah, we need probably a bit stronger than
Really,
booze to get through
It's
this
just
game.
if anyone's wondering what the football's like, imagine every game we've played away in the last 6 months. It's like that again.
Yeah.
We can't
If
keep
you're
the
wondering
ball.
why we're talking about beer, chips,
Yeah.
gravy, Centre Parks, how he's not even Irish, like, that's because the game's well shit. There's
Yeah.
nothing to talk about in the game. Not one redeeming thing
No.
where you go, do you know what, that's worth discussing.
Really,
Fuck
nothing's
all.
happened.
You see,
at
that's
all.
why I've
Fuck
loved,
all.
this is why I've loved going to away games since fucking like the last 4 years.
Hmm.
Because you go on the piss. The worst bit of the day is going to United,
Yeah.
and then on the way back, and then you go to town on the piss again, and you're back at fucking 8 in the morning, and you're dead. That was what football was to me. I
Joe,
fucking
what
loved
was the
it.
worst part of the tour?
Probably the matches.
Yeah, going to the game.
Yeah,
And we were actually, and we were at least winning them.
Yeah, we was.
We were
won every
winning
game.
games, yeah.
it always is. There's nothing better than going on an away and just fucking getting on the piss with your mate.
Just
Honestly,
getting pissed, seeing different things.
the
It was
amount of
good.
games where I've just been on the piss and just gone, I can't be arsed going. I'd rather just stay here.
Yeah. This is
Yeah, you say that before the game, but if you pull
You
a
actually
result
missed
out of
it.
your arse. Oh, Mason. Oh, was that out?
Greenwood with a free shot from about 7 yards out. hit
Nah,
the
bounced
defender.
up right in front of him, to be fair.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, Ron
He looks
Vlaar.
like- he looks
Ron
like Felipe.
Vlaar,
Is it
fucking
Ron
hell,
Vlaar?
he's still
There you go,
playing,
here's the
man.
replay.
Looks like Senderos.
Talk us
He's
through it.
still playing.
Delow on the right knocks it in for James.
It's a lovely pass.
Knocks it straight back. Do you know what? What I will say is that is the system sort of goal
Yeah,
that I
yeah.
want United to be scoring. I want my striker to have no touches and just try and pass it into the net.
City-esque.
He hits it straight at the
That
keeper,
underlap
the
from
defender.
James there is something we haven't seen enough of at
Yeah.
all this season. How many times
Straight
did Twansy...
to the byline and cut it back. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I want to see. Don't do that enough.
No. We just too many people stood sort of on the corner of the 18-yard box looking for a pass and no one's ever, coming for it. No overlaps, no underlaps, nothing.
Hereby says Ollie needs to go and get Poch in.
Oh,
The
shit.
Poch that conceded 7 goals.
The Poch that lost to Colchester. The Poch that blew Leeds to both Leicester and Newcastle.
The Poch that's never won a trophy.
The Poch that
In his
should have won a title
professional
but allowed
managerial
Leicester to win
career,
one
I wanna
instead.
say.
That Poch. Oh, yeah, fair play.
Good CV.
Something happened. Yeah, exactly. Thoughts on Potter's future? I think he'll stay there.
He's
be honest,
about 3
I think he
defeats
goes
away
at the
from
end of the
job.
season. I think it'd be like some
Oh,
sort of
he's
mutual
off.
bullshit.
though. To where? Where do you think he'll go?
Oh,
Real Madrid?
no.
No, I think Jose will go back to Real.
Do you think he was waiting for the United job and sort of fucked it?
No, I don't. Do you?
Yeah.
You think he wanted? You think he wanted the United job?
Yeah, well, you know Fergie took him out for lunch, don't you? Not long ago.
Did he?
just before Jose was appointed or around that sort of time.
Fergie's just like someone from Godfather, isn't he?
Do you know what?
He
Like,
wants to take you out to lunch.
The truth is probably going to come out at one day, innit? And I think loads of us are probably proper in denial. But like, when you look at how many ex-players of Fergie's had got jobs and then like had players on loan from United, there's probably some sort of like, you could maybe even call it corruption if you wanted to push it. Like the way Fergie operated, or you could say it was old school. It was the lads' network. It was all that sort of stuff. But the fact that Fergie used to give you everybody, the fact that Fergie used to ring every manager in the fucking country that got appointed as a job, maybe not City Liverpool, but like he used to ring them and go, anything you need, give us a thing. You're in his pocket. Yeah, this is football. He's literally shit. It's mafia boss shit.
And now every game after the game, every time at home, cracks the wine open, come for a drink with me afterwards. It's literally like, come have some food.
Isn't that tapping up now?
Probably.
I don't know. I mean, but how much you get fined for tapping up 300 fucking euros like Barcelona did the other day?
Oh, God.
But Barcelona went to that meeting and he told them and he went,
what, 300? You're 1,000? No, euros. Oh, okay. Yeah, just bus fare.
Like, do you want cash?
That didn't even cover the cost of the fucking, like, people getting there on the day, travel.
I bet they had 10 grand worth of lawyers in that meeting.
Yeah, exactly.
Football fines are so fucked though. Do you see Huddersfield got fined more for the sponsor thing than who was it for the Cagliari got fined for the racist chanting, or Chelsea got fined for the racist chanting, or something
ridiculous.
Like that. Yeah, so backwards, man. Honestly,
the Serie A thing is just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just stupid.
Here's a good question from Lewis in the comments. Would you rather see Old Trafford renovated or a complete new stadium?
Renovated.
Definitely.
Jeez,
it's one of the few stadiums that's sort of built its way up over the last 100 years.
It's still got
getting rid of it.
I love that Duncan Edwards walked on that turf and Bobby Charlton.
It's one of the biggest stadium in the country. It's one of the oldest sort of like stadiums in the country, but certainly of the big ones.
If you're moving stadiums and moving thingies, and like, why do you support a football team if it's not everything that the whole idea of passing it down through generations is that this is where my granddad went, and this is where my fucking son went, and this is where my dad went, and you're like, otherwise, why don't you just pick a new team every fucking season?
The people who say that don't have the same connection that a lot of people have to that stadium, like me, like yourselves, but I can't see it ever getting knocked down. I mean, the only thing that makes an argument is that fucking railway thing next to it. It's got to be.
That was a factor in the 80s and the 90s, but now technology, they can just go right over. It's not an issue.
Exactly, yeah.
Isn't it more about the houses that are there rather than the actual railway line? Oh, do they?
They own all the houses adjacent to the ground.
Also, let's face it. United don't need a 100,000 seater stadium at this point.
We would want one.
We would love one. And also, what we need more than putting more seating in is make it a bit nicer. It's just a bit run down and...
Fuck it! I remember the Stretford end when it was strip lighting and stunk of piss, right? Yeah. And it was well dark on the inside. Yeah. It doesn't matter.
No, it does. You're right.
At the end of the day, it's there to watch the fucking football. Like, if I could go, right, Steve, you get to make one change at the club.
Yeah.
I'd either make a youth stadium and I'd build that on the land at the side of Old Trafford.
Yeah.
I am jealous of what City have got there.
Yeah, yeah.
Or I'd go, right, I'll redo Old Trafford and I'll match South Stand to the rest of it.
Yeah.
But what I'm going to do is fuck the execs off. Lovely. They can have a nice
Alkmaar
fucking view and pay a fortune for some padded seats, like from the tier 2, maybe looking down, happy days. Give them some top facilities behind them. But have Stretford end, have like that Red Army section right the way across Stretford end, all the way deep, safe standing on the bottom of K-Stand, the bottom of Stretford end, give it like under 25s only, absolutely off your tits, fucking 4 gram of cocaine deep, and just fucking completely get off your fucking
just
rocker.
Nutters.
And you got pyro. No. What colour would you like?
Yeah. I mean, I'm in that Red Army section. I've been doing it since it started, and it's been some of the most enjoyable days at Old Trafford ever, because it's just the atmosphere is good all the fucking time. And that's what you need. Because when you sat in the gods and you sat down, I feel like I'm at a play or I'm at a theatre. When you're at football, I want to be stood up and I want to be pissed out my head. And I want to be just bouncing, singing all the songs and getting
It's never good when you're singing and people are like looking over the shoulder at you. Like,
I mean,
you see those kids at Old Trafford like screaming the team on, and the guy turned around like, shut the fuck. Oh, it's fucking embarrassing.
It's like when stewards do it.
Size 9 of the kite.
It's like when stewards doing it, when you fucking chanting and it's like, can you sit down, please? It's like
I don't know where this is happening. I know it does happen in the ground.
Well, I was in the quadrant
It used to happen to me, and that was in the quadrant of the northeast.
Quadrant.
That's
Well,
where
don't
we-
sit in a fucking quadrant.
That's where we were. That's where we were. Well, yeah, but when you're applying for a ticket, you ain't got a season ticket. You're applying for tickets through the ballot thing for a top game.
Yeah, that's where you end up.
That's where you end up.
Yeah.
So we were there the other day, and it's just. I mean, it's a lot of pensioners and stuff, which you kind of have to, account for.
Yeah, pensioners still have a right to go to the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they used to do it in like East Lower, and like I sat in East Lower, and there used to be students doing that, and it's like, why? I'm like fucking 10 foot away from the pitch. Why can I not support my team?
Yeah.
But the away fans can do whatever they want, like Paris away.
Jesus.
Paris at home, even was absolutely embarrassing. That video that Alex Neil did, where he left, like when just as the second goal went in, was absolutely
People
embarrassing.
leaving. The Arsenal game the
How
other day, it was
they were
1-1.
behaved.
People leaving after like 75
Yeah,
minutes.
it's embarrassing.
That is mad, isn't it?
Who? United fans.
United
Could you
fans.
imagine ever going watching a film and going, I'm going to
You
get
know
off
what?
before the
The
end of
finale
this?
is going to be probably
Can
shit.
you imagine like missing the end of Sixth Sense and then seeing your mates?
Gomez!
Gomez has still got it. It was a cross from Dalot on the right,
he
Gomez on the
fucked
left,
it, man.
and he's
Sitting there with your mates afterwards and going, didn't really get that
Messed it
film.
up.
Didn't really go anywhere, did it?
That
You're
ghost
like,
was weird, wasn't he?
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
like,
What
Bruce
ghost?
Willis is a ghost and he's like,
Excuse me?
what are you on about?
What do you mean? I left after, an hour and 10.
Imagine doing
Is
that.
that the plot twist at the end
wanted
of the
to get
Sixth
to the
Sense?
car
Is it?
I've not
park.
seen it either.
Are you
I've
taking
not
a piss?
seen it either. I've not seen it
Are you
either.
actually taking
I
a
know
piss?
there was a massive plot at the end, but
Are you actually taking a piss out?
I am.
I've
taking
not
the
seen it
piss.
either.
Like that kid who was in it was nominated for an Oscar or something. Wasn't
Have
he?
you
The I See
seen
Dead People kid.
Have you seen the San Siero's design plans? They're keeping the pitch for the public to use. What do you mean for the public to use? You know,
Why should the public use
fucking
it?
school kids going on that pitch.
You can pay like 11 quid a bucket.
It might be publicly owned, which is probably the only way they'll be able to fund it, but it's not going to be for the public to use.
Sean Connell
Almost
asking,
certainly.
can you all tell me your favourite player in the Prem right now?
My favourite player in the Prem.
Right now, yeah.
Favourite?
It pains me to say, but
Best-
I'd say Kevin De Bruyne, man, to be
Best-
honest.
is it-
As in technically wise, watching him play.
As
Yeah,
a footballer.
favourite or who's the best?
Yeah. Because
My favourite might be Rowo,
Yeah, probably.
but he ain't the best.
Oh, God.
My favourite player is probably. I don't know. I'm big on Maguire at the minute. I think he's been what we thought he might be,
Yeah.
and we were worried he wouldn't be.
Favourite United one at the moment for me is Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah.
Fucking nothing gets past him.
No, he's
Like-
good. Except his own body because he can't play because he's injured half the time. But
Yeah.
other than that,
got
was he
tonsillitis.
injured at Palace a lot?
Did you just see that then?
I don't think so,
Lindelof?
no.
How are
he played
United?
fucking
How
going
is
like that to get
United?
the ball
Do you know
forward.
anything about this, Steve? Because you sometimes have your little inside. Why are we always at the bottom of the injury list every season?
Because we defend
I
so
believe
much
in the
this
last season, it's been because under Ollie, it's been because we've been trying to transition into this sort of super high press thing, and Liverpool and City both went through the same sort of thing
You have to
that
get
we're
used
going
to
through,
it.
but had better, deeper squads than we've currently got. Liverpool didn't, which is why they came like 8th a couple of times on the clock
Yeah.
first. Prior to that, though, we just have injury-prone players like Phil Jones for his entire career, 4 different managers,
Yeah.
never been fit. Is that anyone's training methods, or is it Phil Jones made of fucking chocolate?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, Ryan Giggs for a lot of his career injured.
Every season you were waiting for that hamstring injury for
Yeah.
Giggs, weren't you?
Michael Owen. Oh, why is he always
of
injured?
course,
Because
yeah.
he's always fucking injured.
Yeah.
Like, we've signed injury-prone players. And then you look at the likes of Paddy Evra, and there's a couple of players that we had who just like, can you ever remember him being injured? Like, not once.
really. No.
He was on strict training regime, weren't they, as well? Like Van Persie and
Yeah.
all them. All
But
the old crew there.
it just seems it's surprising. Like if you look at the injury table each year, I remember especially from the year Leicester won the league, they had the least injuries in the division that year.
Yeah.
And
Sometimes
that's such a
that could be
huge part of it.
draw, innit?
Yeah, it can be, but it's
Because
such a
as-
huge part of how you pick up points by having consistent teams. United just can never do it.
Mahrez, Vardy, Kante been injured much since? Not
Fucking
really.
Vardy's never been injured.
Yeah.
There's ever injured is when there's too many
He's
fucking
just
spurn
like
off
that.
eyes
He's
before a
He's
game.
got that crackhead burglar kind of body going on.
If he was in a car crash, everyone would die. The car would set on fire and he'd just walk out.
I mean, wasn't that
He's
story that he
Cost one a
disgusting.
prick.
That he has like
what the
4 or
fuck? Just
5.
kick the car afterwards.
Wasn't that story that he has like 4 or 5 Red Bulls before a game and like
Yeah, I
a
heard
fuck
that as
ton of
well, yeah.
Skittles or something?
Yeah.
Like,
Skittles.
Yeah, Skittles remembers. It's something like mental, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I had that when we won the title." And
I'm
it's
not
like, no
surprised.
fucking wonder he scored all those goals.
Yeah.
That's
Tell you
what he's
what,
like, though, isn't it?
Vardy's
Like,
fucking
DP for my
brilliant.
bunghole.
Yeah,
Love
he's
Vardy.
good. He's
Like,
got
do you whenever you see like the top 6 goals in the league? It's always like Aguero, Aubameyang, Kane.
Yeah.
His finishing
Vardy.
is actually underrated.
because he's always
brilliant.
doing it
People
at
think he's
full
a-
sprint as
Yeah,
well.
because people think he's just an absolute fucking crank. And he is. He's definitely like a fucking techno DJ in another life, isn't he?
Yeah.
You don't score that many goals at his age unless you got
But
something about
his
you.
finishing is actually
Yeah,
great.
ridiculous.
He's up to Ronaldo's tally, isn't he now? Which people are taking heavily out of context because Ronaldo's a winger.
Ronaldo
but-
played on the right.
Also, Ronaldo was
And he was
17
like
when he
17.
when he
Not
came
in
to
his
the league.
prime.
Vardy was
He's not in
26.
here in his prime.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally different.
And also, no one's trying to. No one believes that Vardy's as good as Ronaldo.
Really?
No.
No one thinks that.
Really?
People
But
just
they are.
pretend to say
It's
to
just
think it to knock United.
sensationalism, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. Game's so dead. I've just realised I'm watching a foreign stream. Just didn't even hear the commentary for the first 40 minutes. It has been pretty dead.
Irwin never injured, absolute machine.
Yeah.
Too young for him, and that pains me.
I mean, I'm a little bit too young for him, really, but I did
Got
see
to do
him
a
play.
training session with him at Carrington.
Did you?
Lovely man, to be fair.
That was a
Yeah,
few
it was class, wasn't it?
months ago.
No,
wasn't it?
fucking, he
was
seems like
class.
just a nice man.
There was at one point he just decided to pick the ball up and beat everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, what, like 55
He's
now,
one of
but
Fergie's
he's
best
as
ever
physically
signings.
fit now probably as he was. Mate,
How dare you?
I had a trials at West. How dare
Trials
you?
at West-
You had
How
trials
dare you?
what to work in the
Because
cafeteria?
yes, he was playing against those two, but he was
I
also
didn't hear
someone who could run as well.
I get out.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, he was playing as well, wasn't he?
So this one, supporting United these days is like having a wank. We had a 20-year-long wank and it was great while it lasted. Now we're wondering why we did it.
You think having a 20-year-long wank could be good? Imagine what your penis would be like by the end of
No, I
that.
think right at the moment it feels
Payoff
like a
would be
20-year
fairly
wank.
substantial.
Yeah, exactly. A 20-year-long wank. The payoff would be substantial.
It would be a substantial payoff putting in that amount of
You have
graft.
to be on a drip.
Yeah, probably, but
Eating
like
with one hand.
you'd probably pass into like the when you apparently you go on DMT and you pass to the nether region.
Yeah.
That's what it's probably like when you have a 20-year wank.
Probably,
You
yeah.
finally and
You're
you're just
speaking to
like-
the aliens at about
just float
year
up in
two.
the
I
air.
think you lose skin in places you need skin.
Oh dear, that made me
Oh,
feel a
you
bit
just friction.
sick. That did.
Pick 3 Prem players to go out drinking with. Go.
I would have said
Well,
Derby-
well-
I would have said those Derby players, but I think it would be a good idea after this week.
Also, they're in the
Yeah,
championship.
And they're in the
Martin
championship.
Keogh, Martin Keogh.
Row.
Richard Keogh.
Richard Keogh.
He's
Martin
fucking
Keogh, and I'm
not a
crossing him
bouncer.
with it.
Um,
No, not Rowe, because it would be hard speaking Argentine, Spanish all night, wouldn't it? That would be difficult.
no, but give you a few points.
Yeah, but if you
pick
go
up
like,
the lingo
if you just
easy
go
enough.
like,
You go
like
for a
that,
drink-
he knows what it means.
Hello, Barrio.
But it
Una
depends.
cerveza,
Are you
por
on a
favor.
night out?
Sauce it
You're
up.
like going to the clubs, or you're like going to one of their parties they have at their house? Because that's a different question, isn't it? But if you're going on that, you got to take Jamie Vardy with you.
Vardy, yeah.
Imagine the pre-drinks with Jamie Vardy.
Jamie Vardy's having a party.
I've been to a post-party at Dwight York's house.
Oh, that was mad, wasn't it?
No, because
Oh,
I played pool.
for fuck's
No,
sake.
I played snooker, actually. So he had a snooker table.
Uh,
I played snooker with one of his security while he was banging 3 birds upstairs.
Really?
Okay, price one of
Shout out to Dwight York.
Shout out to Dwight York and his
Top shagger.
and his
Absolute
maximum
fucking
penis.
swordsman. No, my uncle was a bouncer at a place where Dwight York frequented. It was Brisingaman's in Old Edge. It's now Piccolino's.
Is that
And he had
Italian restaurant?
yeah, it used to be a nightclub.
Do
And he
like
had
Piccolinos.
like a wet the baby's head for baby Harvey. It was like the United team, the Blackburn team. He was at Blackburn at the time.
Was
and
Harvey
and
there?
a load of random people like Will Meller from fucking 2 pints of lager, packet of crisps.
I like him.
I was banging one of the.
Is that
the
Gaz? Was
barmaids
that
from
Gaz?
there. Yeah. I was banging one of the barmaids from there. She was working, so she's like, "Do you want my invitation?" And I was like, "What, to go to a Dwight York party?" Yes.
Yes, please.
And I
Yeah.
ended up in his house.
That's
and I've like
fantastic.
the one story I've got, and his house actually came up for sale not long ago, and totally validated the one thing I'd been saying about it. Like he's got 2 little cabinets, dead little small cabinets, glass ones with his trophies and medals and stuff in. Big snooker table like Pac-Man and a fucking like rally car racing.
Yeah.
And 1 shirt framed.
Are we guessing who it is?
Yeah, go on, might as well.
Ronaldinho.
I've said this story before. If anyone,
Ronaldinho.
Is it
no,
Is it like a big player?
Yes,
Rivaldo?
Ronaldo.
original Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Number 18 from.
I knew it was
from
going to be
Inter,
one of them.
blue and
Oh,
gold.
when he was just an
Just one
absolute.
shirt, just that in the middle of the wall, and then like his golden boot and his Premier League medals and stuff.
That's amazing. Isn't
How
it?
can Rangers be winning at halftime against young boys?
Every
and we still
York and
haven't
Sharp,
broken the
great
deadline?
night out. Yeah, Lee Sharp. I mean, after that whole
Yeah,
thing
but
about
it's a
gigs
bit-
where Ferguson comes to the house
You
and
need
Lee
to-
Sharp jumps
Yeah,
out the window,
yeah, true.
like
Yeah.
that is mental. Like, yeah, I'd do that one.
You wonder
Lee
what
Sharp seems
footballers
like a
get
laugh.
up to today, like Premier League footballers, top level.
Oh,
For like,
It's
and not-
just put your phones in this bag and
yeah,
we'll see you later.
yeah,
lads.
true.
It still happens.
Yeah.
People just
yeah. Do you think that
are
like
aware of
all
it.
of these lads in their prime with hundreds of thousands of pounds a week aren't just absolutely slinging everything
probably
they've
are.
got every weekend?
Damien told me, I don't know who told him, but
Aeroplane
apparently
mode?
Greenwood was in 42s on his 18th. So at least we've got something in
Me,
common,
man, I can think of
Mason.
better places to go when you're getting 20k a week than 42s on your 18th.
There's no better place than 42s, mate.
Oh man,
yeah,
no,
these
you know
lads
what?
are all having it. They're all fucking getting
they are.
absolutely banged into it. But they're
It's like the Olympic Village, isn't
They've
it?
got to have the fucking
No.
experience of it, haven't they?
Well,
They haven't fucking lived if they haven't.
they've also got
Mate, do you not know about the
so
Olympic
much
Village?
fucking money.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, every
They all
every
shag
Olympics
each
they
other.
get 100,000 condoms delivered to the Olympic Village. Imagine putting
no.
Oh, here we go.
all
They're
the,
on the attack,
all the
still across the
roided
box,
up
just gone out
Russians,
for a-
all the gymnasts, all the swimmers, all the weightlifters, all in one little hotel block or 3 little hotel blocks
And you know,
for a month. You think they're not slinging everything they've
And they're
got
keeping
every
that
single
testosterone
time?
inside
They
them
run
as well.
out. They give them 100,000 condoms every time, and they run out every time. It's ridiculous. It's
Half
the
time
biggest.
at the game, 0-0. It's been absolute
for a week.
dog shite, lads. I also need a slash. I'll
What was
leave
your
you
favourite
two
part
to it.
of the first half? Probably when I had the Maltesers celebrations, I think.
Probably having the Snickers, yeah.
Hey, shut
Yeah,
your
nice.
face. Yeah, I don't
been good at
know.
it.
I think like these lads are all on that much
Hmm.
that they all employ a brother, a cousin, a mate from school.
You're making sure your family and friends
Well,
are set.
Not just that, they're employing one of those guys to be the don't get me in trouble guy to make sure that whenever there's any next level shit going on, that there's no phones out because it happens.
Of course it does.
And they're just having people that are just making sure that that doesn't happen.
I mean, you'd have to, wouldn't you? And then the only problem is occasionally you employ the fucking nutter of the group to be that person, and you're fucked.
I say occasionally. I say it probably happens every time.
Yeah, exactly.
'Cause he's
Your
not
mate
got
who
a
can't
job.
get a job anywhere
He's not
else.
got a job anyway, and you're like, all right, come on then.
Do you know you do drugs all the time and just, film everything awful happening? Can you be the person that stops that happening to me?
I definitely can.
Yes, boss. Absolutely, boss.
I definitely
Do you
can
want some
do
drugs?
that. And I'll
No, that's
definitely
the whole
never
point.
fuck that up either.
Exactly. So you want me to film it every time you have 4 birds around your
No.
house? Right. Okay. Well, I'm just asking.
once.
I'm just asking.
Just once, but keep it only for your private collection.
Private Snapchat. Oh, then that's got to be rife as well. The private Snapchat, the private WhatsApp. People always. It's not that fun. I bet having to be so private all the time. That has to be a little bit annoying, doesn't it? And the whole thing of like you can't really get pissed that much until you're 35. And I mean, obviously it's better than every other job, but it's not 100%. Being a footballer in the 90s or the 70s? You earned
I'd
less
say
money.
early Premier League when the money just went up and the fame just
You're on
went
£5
up.
grand a week rather than 900 quid a week. You're on £5 grand a week. No one's got Snapchat. Social media doesn't exist. The internet doesn't exist.
No, and Manchester United especially have got the press by the bollocks.
Oh yeah, definitely. Back when you could actually like intimidate people and be like, "That's not going anywhere."
Yeah.
That'd have been brilliant.
We'll give you an
wouldn't
interview tomorrow, but that doesn't.
it? People
go
are
into
still
today's paper.
smoking fags every weekend. Like so many footballers used to
At
smoke.
that party, Barthez was at the end of the bar smoking.
Of course, he's French. He has to smoke.
One of those did fall
on
on the
here?
floor, by the way. So watch.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Oh, which
Heineken
one was it?
roulette. It's the one where the cans fucking rock hard, is my guess.
It's not this one.
Yeah, it was that one.
It was that one. There he goes.
There is a bottle of Beck's in the bottom of the fridge.
So what would you rate that first half out of 10 for a United performance?
Fucking 2.
It's hard to say. I didn't really.
You can't give it a 0, can you? Because we're not losing. But you can't give it much more.
Judging by the Twitter, I was just reading the Twitter reactions there. It's been for everyone who's watched every second of that. It's just been as dire as we thought it was going to be.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, the thing is, I'm disappointed on a very sort of deep level. But on that surface,
You're used
what
to
I
it now.
expected from the... Yeah, because we're a mid-table team.
Yeah.
We've got the squad of a mid-table team. We've got the performances. We've got the last 5 years, we've just been a mid-table team, haven't we? We need 3 players to make it to top 4, I think. To really, push and make that jump. We're a while away. It's
Who, me?
It's not too surprising, is it?
Who's taking the piss out of me? They're all my housemates, man. Obviously, they're taking the piss out
What's
of
a
me.
house?
House.
House.
House?
All my house
House.
are on here as well now.
What are they saying?
Hi Connor. Hi
Oh,
Lewis. Hi
great.
Sam.
They're all
Playing with
talking-
Matic is like playing with 10 men. When's the last time you played with 10 men, Jacob? Let us know in the comments. Who else here is a cider guy?
Yes, dark fruits.
Dark fruits.
No, oh, it makes me come
Dark
on.
fruits, yeah.
What are you, an 18-year-old?
Do you sleep in your bucket hat?
Yes,
Yeah,
you probably
bucket
is.
hat, Oasis shirt.
Yes, he does, yeah. He actually does.
Watched the 3-point preview yesterday. It's an Arctic Monkeys shirt.
Oh man,
I have
dark
that.
fruit is not that I've even ever tried it. Just the whole concept of a purple pint.
It's
makes me
great.
want to get-
Dark fruits is great.
I'd prefer just cider and black to dark fruits, personally. I prefer
When it's
it.
warm out, do you ever have Orchard Thieves?
Orchard Thieves, no.
You
What
can
is
get it in
that?
supermarkets here. It's an Irish cider, but it's like
Sounds Tory.
don't know why he's
Why do
laughing
you keep
again.
drinking Irish
behind-
cider for?
Because Irish make the best cider. None of this Gloucestershire.
Oh,
whatever.
Jacob
That's
O.C.
easy weather. You have it at Bulmers.
Hang on, am
it's
I
either
getting the
Bulmers or
attack?
Magners. I don't know the branding thing, which country it's in. But Orchard Thieves is
Drinking
God
out of a
tier
can is
cider.
pointless when you have glasses. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No,
I
it's
agree
not.
with that.
No, it's not.
Drinking out of a glass is better. It is.
How flat does that look?
It's fine, but it's better than
There's
just
like
drinking out of
fucking
a
one
tin
bubble a
can.
minute.
I don't want to bring back to when I'm 16 in a field. And
Don't
just
you do
doing
is
And
make
also-
it lively,
with the
isn't it?
lads.
Also,
Finger,
Shout out
yeah.
to the lads.
Most cans.
Unfortunately not. I wish I
you
would.
shouldn't really drink from cans because the amount of rats that crawl over cans in factories and just piss on it all.
That's what my mum used to say. You
This
should
is
never
where
drink out of a bottle in the pub. You should always use a straw because the rats wee on the bottles and the.
And also, what's wrong with a bit of rat's wee? Like, remember when there was horse
good for
meat
your
and
immune
everything?
system.
Yeah, there was
Isn't it?
horse meat in lasagnas, and everyone was like, "Oh, what's wrong with
Uranium's
eating
bad
some
for
horse
you.
meat?"
Fucking chemotherapy's bad for you. Fucking hell, man. What can you even do nowadays?
Exactly.
Jesus, you really are a Tory virgin.
That's again one of my housemates.
You know what? He's right on both accounts.
Could probably give you some goss to throw back his way.
Adam loves the
Is
dark
he even
fruits.
old enough to
Cheers,
vote?
Connor.
Who do you vote for then?
Oh, he votes like.
How old is he?
He's from Gravesend.
How old is he?
He's like 21.
Right, so he's voted once in his life. He's calling me a Tory.
You've done him there.
I've done it.
And he's a DJ, so step back.
Is he?
he's the guy you
Oh,
want
that's
to
good.
vote
I
for.
bet he bloody loves music, doesn't he? DJ.
Yes, correct.
Mate, write in the comments if you love music.
Has there ever been a DJ that wasn't a nonce?
No, absolutely not. Come on, get on stage. Get on
Did
stage.
anyone see your man Tim Westwood?
Did
at
you
some
just say
Precious
Tom
thing?
Zanetti?
He's like chatting up all the young girls, and then
No,
some quote would say,
come
"This
on.
man was like 23 when the Berlin Wall fell down."
He follows me.
So funny.
Who followed you?
he
Wayne
can't.
Lineker?
No.
Do you think Garner will come on?
He's not on the bench, I don't think, is he?
No,
Yeah.
so no.
Is he not?
No, he's not.
No,
on
we're
the
saying Tom Zanetti follows me.
Oh, fucking hell. Was he the one with the helicopter?
Yep.
He won the Didn't Happen in the Year award, didn't he?
Yeah.
Who is that? Who's
Well-
Tom Zanetti?
Why does he
bench.
follow me?
DJ.
Did you not follow
that
him?
Song? You
Do I
want
follow?
me.
Why would I follow him?
You want me.
Go on his tweets and replies.
not gonna-
I don't know it.
I want to see some of the shit.
Well,
that
what
he
is it? Who
posted.
is
I
it?
would play the song, but
Okay then, what's saying then?
him over there.
Oh, okay, I don't know.
Trying to bully people online. I'm sure he had to go at everyone
Producer
when
Cam
that
is
Didn't Happen in
literally
Year
the
award
most
came out to
Tom
him.
Zanetti person I've ever seen in my life. He loves going to hot mess in his 11 degrees. He loves it, man. No, you're behind the camera.
Adam,
Stay
give us
there.
a wave.
Stay there.
Aye,
Tom
Lewis.
Zanetti.
Bet Callum's done a mix.
Do the fucking pots.
You probably will, yeah. That and what's another? I don't even know who the.
Hey, for all you lot that have got housemates and shit, I saw something the other day which was someone had put pretending to be a hot bird on Tinder, so my mate will clean the fucking apartment, and I thought, now that is thinking outside the box.
That is
Right,
good.
Lewis,
Yeah, I'll
I know
come
you're
round
watching.
later.
I'm fucking doing that to you.
Yeah, you've lost it now. You can't do it now.
I don't care.
He
I'm doing it
knows.
anyway.
You
He won't
just told
fucking
him.
know that.
Well, you just told him.
Don't feed him.
Glazers. No, it's not worried about that. That
Go
pint
on
is
then, let's
flatter
have
than this
stats and
Watchalong.
pretend we're here for the football.
The guy who said that
Conor,
is a
mate.
Hull fan, even though he's from
I actually
Warrington.
can't see the.
And the reason he follows Hull
United have had
because he went to a Hull Everton game and he liked the colour
Free
of the
shots,
strip
not
and
on
he was like,
target from United, 4 from AZ.
Like
Jokes
bright
More
colours.
possession
on
from United.
you. Calm.
Blah, blah, fucking blah.
key passes the same. No yellow cards. They've had 7 corners, so my bet's halfway done.
They had them in 20
Have the
minutes.
same
There's been no corners.
offsides,
for the
we've
last
had one
20
offside
25
each.
minutes.
Yes.
Amazing, isn't it? That's the
Maths
most
and
interesting thing of the
Quick maths.
of the day.
A.H. Nabari says, do you think relegation is possible? Lol.
No, is it fuck?
Steady
Co-
on.
I mean, of
How
course,
reactionary is that?
Everything's possible, but it's extremely unlikely. I think
Nah.
we'll still probably come comfortably top
Sergi
6.
Magnuson saying,
I mean,
you don't even have to get
Championship might
drunk
be fun,
anymore
though.
to forget games. There's nothing to remember anyway.
That's true.
That's very
See?
true, to be fair.
Bit of fucking overlap going on there from Brandon Williams, having it large.
Williams and Dalla have probably been our best.
Is he a local lad,
outlets
Brandon
on the
Williams? Is
attack.
he?
I'm not actually 100% sure whereabouts he is from.
Let's have a gander.
Wikipedia.
He's
know
definitely
the answer.
northern. I don't know whereabouts.
You're behind the camera. You
We need
keep
to
your
get
mouth
him
shut
at-
and you press the buttons.
Yeah.
Glass in for us.
There's part of me that thinks we should get Cam a mic so that when he does say shit, people can at least hear it. But I
No,
also
they like
think
him even more.
he'll just talk non-stop, won't he?
Yeah, Brandon Williams, according to Wikipedia, was born in Manchester anyway.
Sam says, Adam, I'm in your room right now. Do a piss on
no,
his
he-
things.
Sam, put your balls on everything.
Yeah, definitely. Leave a little surprise in his sock drawer. That'd be nice. It'd be good to have a corner.
There's a lot of used tissues
When's the last time
around.
United?
Apparently, yeah.
You got a cold?
Yep.
Fair enough.
Tonsillitis that Wan-Bissaka and
Tonsillitis.
Greenwood had. You know
Has he
what I
got the
mean?
camera on me again? Fucking hell, it's just I'm not even talking.
A lot of used tissues around, for God's sake.
I think we need to start using these transitions on the Black Magic, man.
Ran out of beer myself now. Got to have a drink of wine. That's not bad. I don't mind a bit of wine.
Going in a pint glass.
Down a pint of wine.
Echo Falls, great shit. About £3 for a bottle.
Oh, that's good.
That stuff is great.
513 people watching. Smash the like.
Do you know what? If we get 250 likes, we'll talk about the football.
Right, we're at
your
78
incentive.
likes now, according to my phone.
250 likes, and we'll actually spend the second half talking football.
Football's boring, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, this is how bad it's been.
I had a few rums last night, mate.
Did you?
What's your rum of choice?
Captain Morgan's.
Spiced.
After they sponsored me and sent me a massive bottle, and I was like, well, might as well
It's
drink
got to be spiced.
Is it
I know,
spiced?
yeah.
You can't have anything but spiced, can you?
I don't mind white rum for certain cocktails is all right, but yeah, it's just, if you're having it with Coke, I'm guessing you have it with Coke.
Yeah.
I've got into rum like a fucking pirate, mate,
Yeah.
lately.
Bit of lime juice so you don't get scurvy. That's it.
Just absolutely fucking caning
Smashing
rum
it.
and going,
See what
yeah.
you've distracted me. I've got half my pint.
Cam's reading the fucking comments, isn't he?
What we
Got to have
expecting
a shot on
second half?
target. Hey, not everything at once.
Yeah,
Will be.
exactly. It's not Christmas yet. Are we expecting anything more from the second half?
Laddie-
Honestly,
Nah.
no.
You're fucking mental if you are.
Lad in work called a cat Blossom because he bought it pissed on Blossom Hills wine. That can't be right, surely.
Blossom Hills. I
Maybe
mean,
Blossom's
Blossom's not
after
the worst
Blossom,
name for a
surely.
cat, is it?
Shout out to Blossoms. Great band.
I've never listened to them. Are they any good?
Very good. I've seen them most than any other band.
Really?
It's great.
How
yeah.
many once?
McLaren CT goes, I'm taking my like away if you start talking about the game.
The guy above my fancy seems to have a sad one. Read it out.
Mate, we don't need your input. When it's the Chelsea watch-along, we'll get you on.
Football's depressing for us United fans right now. You see, this stuff right here, Cam, fucking vision mix over to me now. This stuff here, this is what gets you through United these days. Ever since Ferguson left, no, don't drink responsibly. Ever since Ferguson left, this is the thing that gets me through it, man.
Do you know what? I have to drive tonight. I don't have to drive on Sunday. I might get fucking minged.
Oh, yeah, and then do the review afterwards. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? You just throwing up halfway
Just
through.
abusive.
Sick on your own laptop.
Oh, I thought that was Rob for a sec. Would you swap Grealish for Lingard?
Shut up, Rob.
It's not Rob, but it probably is Rob.
It is Rob. Shut up,
It's
Rob.
Rob.
Sat watching on my computer in an empty office at work. Couldn't face the pub neutrals for this. Plus, the missus has the telly tonight for RuPaul. How terribly sad.
How bright are the colours on the RuPaul show, by the way?
I wouldn't know. I don't watch RuPaul.
Yeah, I know.
I got a wife who loves that shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is a bit sad. What office do you work in? What do you do? Tell us what you do, mate. Just
Yeah,
give
tell
us
us what you
something. Give us anything.
Give us, yeah.
I don't mind. I've never seen RuPaul, actually. Actually, no, I've seen half an episode.
Teo saying nearly
they
3
all
a.m.
love the
here in
bloody
Japan.
splits.
I don't know why I'm staying up to watch United.
Go to bed. No,
Watch
don't. Stay for
the
us.
rugby, mate, because we're watching it here, and I have to get up at like 6 in the morning. So don't you be moaning,
What
Christ
you got to get up at
Almighty.
6 in the morning for?
For the Rugby World Cup, the real rugby, not rugby league, as Mr. Howson likes to
Shut
say.
up, you fucking Tory.
Tory rugby is the best. Who are you talking to? Who, me? I played Union.
Shut up, you
I
fucking
went to a Union school.
league.
He played league, I played Union.
I don't even know rugby, man. The difference between league and uni, fucking no idea.
I tell you what, I've had some shit this week for tweeting about Salford.
Yeah.
'Cause I've probably tweeted about Salford 10 times in 10
Yeah, you play
Yeah.
professionally
Texas,
for Salford.
for Salford.
And people are like, fucking, since when do you fucking talk about Salford? I'm like, well, I'm kind of just known for talking football on here. So
Yeah.
I've always just left it as that. And I pulled up some tweets from like 4, 5, 6 years ago and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, there's me talking about Salford. And they're like, oh, 5 years ago. And you're like, you just said I've never tweeted about them.
Yeah. And what do you need for you to talk about
But you
every
don't even
day?
know that
or it don't
Willows
count?
is, don't you? I'm like, well, I did play there
Yeah.
when I played for him.
Yes.
So shout out to Salford Reds anyway, who've got us the furthest they've ever fucking
Did they go
got.
out in the semis? Or
No, they're in the
did
elimination final, which is tomorrow night against Wigan.
So was that like sort of like?
If they win tomorrow, it's kind of like a semi, but it's the playoffs are fucking weird. If
What's
they
he
win
laughing
this, they're
at
in the
again,
grand
man?
final at Old Trafford,
Really?
which is the fucking best Salford have ever done. I think they won a Challenge Cup in like 1933. Outside of that, they've done fuck all. So it's outrageous that Salford have got half a chance of doing this.
I have to move it to Salford now.
Don't
I
make
mean, I feel like I
sense
have to go there now.
please.
Union is just fingering asses and booting the ball for no reason.
Who said
And then
that?
Cameron Ward puts Union's miles better than the league.
Union is miles better than league?
No, it isn't.
Yes, it
Right, do you know what? The other day, right? Ireland, your fucking pretend nation, tweeted, great game with 50 fucking tackles out of 52 completed, right? Do you know there was a fucking under 18s player that completed 78 tackles in 65
But
minutes?
you're-
the other
but
day?
you
On
are
his-
missing
Shut the fuck up! On his own! There's nothing happens. There's about 8 times
understand
more
that.
action in rugby league. than there is in
You've
rugby
got
union.
more stuff that is so much more scrummaging and rucks and
Not action.
so much
Just
more.
not action.
But it's
No,
technical.
it's not
though.
so much more.
When you play the sport, you respect the technicality of
I
it.
played both.
You played Union. How long did you play Union for?
Yeah.
I played it when I was in the army.
Yeah, exactly. So you understand just
At
how
the army
like,
level.
Which
but
is
like
the
watch-
watching
high
Union,
level.
Like, but league just like it just
Right.
isn't.
Do you want
the
me to
same.
tell you what the difference is? After I
Go
played
on.
a game of rugby league, I'd have to go and sleep for about 3 or 4 hours
Okay.
because I would put so much fucking energy into it. Probably do 40, 50 tackles on my own, something along those lines. The non-stop movement in rugby league is just outrageous. It's probably 7 or 8 times more action.
Cardio-wise, it is definitely more intense than rugby
Look,
union.
if
obviously.
I play a game of rugby union, right after it, I can play another game of rugby union.
Me
But
and
like-
Adam were wondering which is the one where they piss on each other on nights out.
both.
Union.
No, you definitely do that in rugby league as well. Don't
Which
you
is
be
the one?
fooling
Which
me,
is the
man.
one where one gets really drunk and then everyone else like
Union.
wanks on them? Is that Union?
That may
Remember
be
that one a
union.
bit ago that was on Twitter where like they used him as like a bowling
Why did
ball
they
through
do
like a load
that?
of chairs.
What
naked.
is that about?
camaraderie?
It's not
How are
camaraderie.
the getting your
Is that-
willies
is
from
that
bringing the lads
because
together?
that's like a public school thing to do that, and everything devolves
Story.
into being just
Bum.
pissing and bumming and wanking on stuff.
And the second half
I went
kicked
to
off.
a rugby
For anyone here for
an
the
all boys
football.
Catholic rugby school.
How did that end up? How many fingers have you had?
So of course you've
No,
got
but
no
Priest did live in
fucking.
that school.
Did he?
Of course you've got no concept about what rugby league's all about.
No, Ireland is rugby league's non-existent in Ireland.
Quick one
Like,
about
Why are
the
you talking
second
about
half.
Ireland? You're from fucking
If you
Manchester.
can hear me.
I was educated
No second
in the
half
Republic
changes,
of Ireland,
no substitutes.
non-existent.
Same players,
Rugby
same
league, I'm
system by
gonna
the
give
look
it
of it. So yeah, second half's kicked off. Right, so what we're going to talk about now because the game's a bit shit.
The game is a bit shit.
Carry on arguing about rugby if you want.
So
I'm in a minute. I mean, I'm trying to find some fucking photos if you want to play.
You're laughing at all my
Shut some
housemates'
fuckers up.
comments, aren't you? Yeah, I don't do that. Don't do it. I don't do that. I don't do that on my teammates. I don't do that to my teammates.
Kieran wanks on teammates.
I don't wank on teammates. I support teammates, not by wanking, just by moral support.
Yeah.
No, do I look like I play rugby? Jesus. No, I don't.
Oh God. I mean, both rugbies are a little bit like that, though, aren't they? Are you saying it's not like that, Steve? Rugby league. It doesn't have that whole soggy biscuit vibe going on.
Fuck me.
Mate, don't
No,
knock
'cause
soggy
you're too
biscuit till you
tired.
tried.
Here's the thing: rugby union can get up to all that lot because the game's inconsequential.
laying on each other
because
for an hour.
fuck all happens. Honestly, they're so fucking dull. The clock never stops. So as soon as the game starts, it's just running for 40 minutes. And
clock does stop
Shut
in
the fuck
rugby
up.
union.
When it
Or you
goes
mean
out
rugby
for
league?
a fucking throw in, when it goes out for a fucking scrum, all of these times people walk to the next fucking line of scrimmage. Nothing's fucking going on. Bit of clapping, bit of come on the lads, and boring, right? Well, everyone has a fucking pimps.
Oh,
in
here
the
we go.
crowds.
Here we go. Oh, no.
Rugby league, ball goes out, clock's off. Action.
So how long
Do you
do
think that's
games
happening in
actually last
football?
for then?
There's more action in rugby league than every other sport out there.
Do you think
I
that's-
What about basketball?
No, basketball, the clock actually runs while they're doing free throws and stuff. So basketball's very high in terms of percentage. Football, you're looking at about 60 minutes out of the 90. The ball's out of play for 30 minutes in football, which is mental.
Yeah.
Because you don't assume that, but it is. American football's the worst.
Oh, that was awful. My dad loves it, and I don't know how he
I
watches
think
it.
there's like 4 minutes of action in fucking 4
American
hours.
football?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
they
when
have
I
a
went-
minute of play, and they have to like rotate players, which takes like 3 minutes on
Yeah,
itself.
when I went to America last year, one of the things on the bucket list was to do that, but I just watched MLS instead. It was
man.
easier to get to. 'cause
I was
it
gonna go.
like 5
I was
minutes
gonna
away
go
from
to a
where I was
Whitecaps game in, when I
What
was in
county
Canada.
is Kieran from?
County
He's
Meath.
from fucking Lancashire.
County-
I'm not from Lancashire.
County
It's Timperley,
fucking
Lancashire.
Manchester.
Where was you born?
I was technically born in.
St Mary's.
Shout
Where
out
was
to
you
Limerick.
born?
I was born and raised in Timperley, but that's not.
Right, Timperley.
That's Cheshire way.
That's Trafford, which is.
Not
Cheshire.
Manchester, technically.
Technically,
Not
you're
Greater
right.
Manchester. Is that Greater Manchester?
He's from Limerick, he said.
Yes, I've been to
Right.
Limerick. Shout out
So
to Limerick.
Timperley is not Ireland. Sounds a bit like Tipperary, but it ain't.
Where was you born, Joe?
It's more like
Worksop.
Urmston.
Where?
Worksop.
Where's that?
So when
It's,
someone goes, "Hi, I'm from Worksop,"
yeah.
that's where they're from.
Yeah.
It's sort of.
Usually follows up with
It's
where the fuck is
Nottinghamshire,
Worksop?
technically.
Is it next to Game?
Sort of near
Nottinghamshire.
Yorkshire, near Derbyshire.
How long did you live there for?
20 years.
I
I was gonna say. You said you got the train back to Sheffield. I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I think
I
I was
got
St
it.
Mary's. I think.
Yeah. Where is that?
Manchester.
How is it?
Mike Schubert. Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
161.
Mike Schubert. More skill involved in
Max.
Union League consists of meatheads running.
Oxford Road.
Yeah, no.
Steve, you love to hear this. Mike Schubert saying, shout out to Mike Schubert. More skill involved in Union League consists of meatheads running head on into each other the whole game.
What's the name of the little
Skill.
hobbit in
You
black?
can't even fucking pass, you little dickheads, right? Rugby union players can't pass. You try and spin a pass when it's someone 5
Adam
fucking foot away.
Wise.
The wrong technique. Talk about
in rugby
technique.
league, they do the like.
Yeah.
They don't, oh,
Do you know
this
why?
is
because it's easy to fucking catch it for
Nah,
everybody.
man, when you're like
Correct technique. You don't fucking spin
like
it
that.
at someone
Oh,
because it makes it harder to
over the
catch.
top.
Rugby union is
Which
the
has got the more handling errors. The fucking egg chasing fucking Tory one, not the fucking proper manly one.
Rugby union is for the higher IQ person. League is just low intellect sport which Scousers watch.
You love to see
Scousers
it.
don't watch it.
You love to see it. Fuck rugby league.
Thinking man's rugby. Lovely. United haven't done anything this half, in case anyone was wondering.
No one was wondering.
Connor Fitzpatrick with a very underrated Partridge comment down below. Inner City Sumo. If you're a Partridge fan, you understand that reference.
Yeah, I know, because all I seen when I was
Take
reading
fat
that
people
was
from
the
the inner
fucking
city.
Very
dictaphone.
cheap to make.
Put them in.
So there you go.
Do another pop
The
car.
average NFL game takes 3 hours, 12
Big
minutes, but if you tally up the ball in play, it's 11 minutes.
It's what 4 15-minute quarters, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's in 11 play. It's in play for 11 minutes.
Hell, man.
Yeah, it's my fucking
The
roommate,
Partridge.
Connor.
And it's over 100 commercials.
Yeah,
Fuck.
that's just designed for TV ads, isn't it? And just drinking. Like, it's not. I mean, it's quite enjoyable. I don't mind it, to be fair. American
Baseball, 17 minutes, 58 seconds of action.
football. But these are all turn-based games.
4
though, aren't
hours.
they? In a way
Well, hang
that
on, we're gonna
British
see.
sports aren't.
Basketball, NBA games last 2 hours and 18 minutes in actual time, but there's exactly 48 minutes of play.
What is the big American obsession with baseball? Because I've tried to watch it and I'm just like,
Baseball
Right, you have to
counts.
watch it live. Because I was like this, and then we went to San Francisco.
you went
and I
to
watched-
an actual game, did
I
you?
watched the game at the Giants, and I got it. It's about drinking.
Or was it just drinking? Yeah.
Yeah, like Joel, everyone here, like I've said this exact same thing even to you. Actually, about cricket. Don't fucking get it.
No.
It bores the shit out
Go
of me.
for
You
a
go,
piss.
it's about being on the piss.
Go watch it. Yeah,
There you go.
because it's one of the only sports where you can take fucking coolers full of like Cornish pasties and Heineken in with you.
What other
That's the
sports
best
are
bit.
there that you just go on the piss for? Darts
also-
is definitely one. The reason why
Darts
darts
is-
has
People
gone
go
up...
dressed as bananas.
Yeah, but the
Darts
reason
That's clearly
why...
not a real sport.
The reason why is you go for a piss up and then you go, oh shit, there's darts over there.
Well, because
like,
dart-
you can't see the fucking ball.
any
You
of the-
look at the tellies, but
No.
it's just being there, isn't it?
Also, as well,
Darts, dogs, horses. They're just betting and drinking.
Yeah,
That's all they're
I've
meant
only
for.
been Belgian
rugby
once,
sevens
and I
is
was
a
on the
massive piss up as well.
Yeah.
Because they go around like the world on a
Oh,
tour.
they go like Dubai, Hong Kong.
It's insane. My dad went to the Dubai one.
Oh, yeah.
My dad went to the Dubai one. I was like, that's hardly going to be a big piss up. You know, it's hardly. And he was like, you have no idea.
Surprisingly,
Because
enough,
it's like designated drinking areas and they just get
Do you know what?
absolutely
I've,
Football isn't
I've
the
not been
piss-up
able
that
to
it
play.
once was.
You can't take
No,
your
it's
drinks
not.
on the stands, so
can't
there's
take
no
your drinks
point.
in. Drinks are too expensive.
Germany.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
you can.
you
You
can
can't
drink
take a plastic beer, and because people just get too violent in football. That's
Well,
the problem. But
My biggest piss up at a football match was when I went to San Jose Earthquakes because I could take a can to the ground.
Oh, fucking hell,
a bit
man.
of dangerous play there as AZ appeal for a penalty. There's no VAR in this, is there?
I don't believe
I
so.
thought we established that in the
No, it's in
Astana
the
game.
knockout stage, isn't it?
That's so.
What's the fucking point of that?
Yeah,
Like, I
it's
don't
just
get it.
silly,
You
isn't
can't have like 6 to 1 half dozen of the others. You've got to be all in or all out. For me,
Yeah.
anyway.
I agree. I mean, it's also weird at Old Trafford when the VAR happens and everyone's like,
I don't like it.
Yeah, because we've got like probably the worst
no,
scoreboards
yeah,
in
no
the planet.
screens. But they're doing that on purpose though. They're trying to be
Like,
a bit more traditional.
It's
with
like
it,
the
aren't they?
substitutions still fucking confuse me when it's like a name.
Hang on,
Fuck.
Kamucho here with a comment. What's the crack with PEDs in Premier League? Rife in every other sport and in football.
Absolutely
It's
right.
an interesting
everywhere.
Never hear
question. It
anything
is.
about
but It's
Everyone-
not really talked about,
No,
is it?
everyone.
But do you know what? The
is on
FA
it.
actively cover it up.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is fucking wrong.
Everyone's on drugs.
They pay lip service to stuff about being drug free and all that lot, and all of the pamphlets and all
No.
their fingers. They always
Yeah.
talk about it, but the FA actively cover it up.
Yeah.
Was it Berahino was
Yes.
about to move?
Yeah, to
And
Tottenham.
and someone they couldn't sell him because there's like, well, he can't, he's fucking currently on a drugs ban at the moment, and everyone was like, what?
Mm.
That was the tip of the iceberg of it. But there's some come out in the past where the FA have covered up people failing, and there's a lot of talk of that people get shadow banned.
Yeah.
You get a 2-week ban here and there if you, and apparently it's for recreational drugs like marijuana and cocaine and stuff. But there's no way.
Yeah.
Oh, there's also look into the Dr. Fuentes thing about Barcelona and see what he was doing with Barcelona and the Spanish national team. And he went on the stand in a trial and said, yeah, I've got loads of clients at Barcelona, Real Madrid, Real Sociedad, and was it Valladolid? Someone like that.
Don't know.
And I'll give you all the names if you want. And they was like, no, we don't want to know any of those names, and
No.
let's shred all the evidence.
And also, if you just look at it from as a big picture thing, like I said, every sport in the world has problems with people doing performance enhancing drugs.
and the one making the
The
most money
biggest
doesn't.
sport in the world
Yeah.
has, and even though
Brandon Williams
it's-
like the handball.
you don't rely on people being as muscular and quite as explosive as you do in some sports. Injury recovery. Injury recovery.
Injury recovery.
That's
What about
all
EPO
it
to
takes.
last for 90 minutes?
Yeah.
Messi.
Fitness,
Look how fast
injury
the game's
recovery.
gone now.
Look
Yeah.
at Messi. Wasn't Messi on like growth hormones?
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
stuff?
of course.
true, yeah.
Yeah,
That's 'cause
all
he was a
footballers
midget.
are all on drugs. Like all sports people are on drugs. Everyone's trying to get that little bit of an advantage.
was-
Imagine if you're a player who, you're a great player, but your fitness isn't quite there. You've got 2 weeks to make it up for a new club you're signing for. You think they're not doing performance enhancing drugs? Of course they are. But yeah, it just like I said, gets covered up, and it's
offside.
Which is so fucking wrong.
yeah, it's rubbish.
It doesn't level the playing
And
field.
like the UFC used to test for steroids up prior to USADA, right?
Sorry, Rowo just fucking clobbered someone on the back of their head.
Like, fuck, there's no VAR. That's now known as the steroid era.
Yeah,
The testing that the UFC used to do, which was called Olympic testing,
yeah.
is what the Premier League does, which is a piss test. And everybody who was in the UFC that was look at Alistair Overeem. In fact, go Google Alistair Overeem before and after, and just
It's
see.
fucked. It's so messed up. Like
Honestly, he's got a fucking body like me now, and he had one like a fucking superhero a few years ago.
Vitor Belfort as well, because he went from
Vito
beating
looked
every-
like his skin was going to rip. He was so just tight and aggressively huge.
like he's spinning back kick knocked out Luke
Just
Rockhold,
insane.
and then he went to losing like 6 in his last
no,
6.
spinning back kick knocked out.
Rockhold, yeah.
Someone's just put...
Did he?
he
I'm
did,
thinking
yeah.
of the what's his name, the Manchester bloke who knocked his eye out.
Oh, that was Barboza. Or
No, it was Belfort, wasn't it? Against
Barboza, Terry Adam.
no, that is one. Who's the one? Bob.
How about James? We're not doing
What's
that.
his name? Vito Belfort. he kicked whose eye?
Read that.
Green guy. James. Someone's just put.
Nah, we'll be all right.
I don't know how true this is.
Glupio, go
needs a fact check. Someone put in the
Glupio,
Fuentes
go
case,
to bed, son.
The court ordered the blood samples destroyed.
Yeah, I think that was.
Keep watching Jesus' hands.
I mean,
He's
that's
constantly
mental.
wanking something. I'll try and stop doing that. It's
Connor,
just
this
habit.
is liquid football. Yeah, true.
Who is it? Who's Michael Bisping? Belfort
Oh,
kicked
yes.
his eye off
Yeah,
when he was absolutely off his face on
He
steroids.
detached his retina, I think it was, and that nearly
I
makes
prefer
it.
him saying kicked his eye off. I think that's.
Yeah, that does sound a lot more appealing. To
I don't
be
even
fair.
know. Yeah, detached retina. That's like detached is one of those words you don't want to
So,
hear.
when the
Degloved
UFC
is
tested-
another one.
Yes.
The UFC tested to the
bad
level
one.
that the Premier League and that test now, and it was known as the steroid era.
Have a dig.
And everyone went,
Never
it's
mind.
a fucking
man,
intelligence
so
test
shit.
to pass these things. I don't
Yeah.
know what that means. Because no one's ever come out and gone, here's what you do. If you ever seen Blue Mountain State, actually, that's probably a real good insight into how to get away. It's on Netflix. Just search Blue Mountain State.
I was a fan when it was
What
a
was-
TV show. Yeah,
Have they got rid of it?
they got rid of it.
Oh, you're
It's
kidding.
an amazing little series. It's funny as fuck. It's outrageous.
It's
What
like
is
all
wrong
the
with-
American Pie films that came after the
it a
original, but put into a
documentary or
TV
is it-
show.
No,
is it-
it's a comedy.
drama?
What
What
was
Frat House
written, though, yeah.
football.
Fucking
I've seen it. It
What was
is
the name of that documentary that you told us to watch that we watched
Oh,
today?
Icarus.
Icarus. Fucking brilliant.
that is
Went home that
fucking
day.
insane.
Was you here when
man.
we watched it in the office? 'Cause
I've seen it
watched
before,
I
it's
watched it at
mad,
night and I
like-
was like, fuck me. This is mental. That is some drug shit about the Olympics. If anyone's not seen that, probably, like you said, probably the best documentary ever made.
Ever.
Ever. Has to be.
The guy decided I can't believe anyone's not watched it, but apparently like loads of people still haven't watched it. Right, so there was
sure
a
it was
guy
nominated
decided
for
to
an
make
Oscar.
a
Has to
documentary.
be.
He
It's
did
unbelievable.
amateur cycling. Do you like in America, you can get away with doing some
Bisping.
really shit sports at college,
like
can't you?
you're
Like
correct.
golf and stuff. Right, so he was at college playing riding a bike like for the university or whatever the fuck it is. And that was like the level he got. He never got quite
not
to like
really,
Tour
is
de
it?
France levels, but he was like riding a bike. Then he got older and he was into documentaries and making films and stuff like that. And it's like, he's probably in his late 30s, I imagine, wasn't he? Brian Fogel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at the time,
So
yeah.
he goes, I feel like making a documentary. After all this come out, you know, it really rocked cycling. Everything that came out about Lance Armstrong and the fact that basically everybody was doing steroids and stuff. So he's like, I want to see if it actually makes an impact and how you do it and how you get away with it. So contacts a few people who tell him who to get in touch with and how to do it. And he basically starts a course of steroids with the help of some Russian guy called Grigory, who's amazing. You'll fall in love
Oh,
with
he's
him.
so good and he's such a nice bloke.
So so he starts doing his course of steroids and he goes and competes at this amateur.
It's like the Tour de
It's like
France
a real,
for amateurs.
yeah, it's a real
essentially, yeah.
high-end
It's like a
amateur
1 week
tournament.
Tour de France almost. So he goes and does it, and he sets down some markers, and he starts getting his piss, clean piss, into the system because they actually do test. I think that he volunteered to do it because they didn't just demand it.
No.
Then he starts doing all the gear to start seeing what he can set as a marker. In the middle of him making this documentary about this, the Russian guy that he's dealing with is at the center of a case where some German newspaper has dug into the Sochi Olympics.
Yeah.
And this guy was the head of the laboratory which basically allowed Russia you've probably seen that Russia got expelled from the Olympic Games and all that kind of shit. And he basically just went, yeah, so they was all doing steroids, and then the government basically just went, we're just going to keep doing steroids right the way through the Olympics.
But it comes out they've been doing it since World War II. They've been doing it. It's like
I wouldn't
60
say they're the only
years.
culprits,
If I
though,
said
I'd
to
say.
No, definitely not.
go and look at the fucking sprinting and the distance covered by the Russian team in the World Cup just gone, and you tell me,
yeah, true.
now, I'll tell you what, there's definitely some fuckery afoot.
Yeah, definitely.
But watching that, I mean, the way that he was able to shift the documentary from one angle to the other was fucking...
Oh, it's perfect. Right?
Hereby says, gonna watch Icarus now. I thought it was just about the biker guy. Watch it.
No,
It's
the
fucking
way it
incredible.
evolves.
It's really poorly synopsised on
amazing.
Netflix. I wouldn't have known it was that good.
Well, they
unless
tried
we
to.
watched
They
it.
tried to sort
Like
of cover
scrolling
the
through it,
twist
and
a
I'm, why the
little
fuck would I care about fucking drugs and
No,
bikes?
I basically fucking bully people into watching it.
Yeah.
There was I think 2017 after I watched it, I think the only sentence out of my mouth was, have you watched Icarus yet? To people. Like, because there was a lot of people at the time I was talking to that was involved in high-level sport administration, especially with MMA and other different sports, and I was like, have you seen this documentary? And he was like, no, and I'm like, you're not doing your fucking job if you've not seen
It's just
this
the fact the guy who
documentary.
made the film was like in the right place at the right time for this
And like I said,
worldwide
that
shitstorm.
story-
to just come
that's
upon
such a
him with
huge
camera.
story.
Well, people were getting. There was a guy that had a heart attack, and like his missus was stuck in Russia. Honestly, you can't. If you wrote this in a film, you'd have gone, "Yeah, it's a bit far fetched, mate."
Yeah.
No.
It's full on Soviet, going back Soviet Union
It's
days, man.
amazing.
People go
And
missing.
actually,
it's
People
amazing.
go missing.
Even
And the
talking
fact-
about the cycling side, that is interesting as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Even if it was just that first bit where you think, let's see how someone can improve themselves using steroids, that's interesting enough.
Yeah.
But the way it turns is incredible.
I'd
isn't
say
it? It
your
just
man
becomes
who
like
made
this
the
sort
film
of
was rubbing his hands
like
at
this
the
sort
end
of
it. He was like,
thriller
"What?"
kind of.
I actually
yeah,
spoke to
amazing.
him, and he does follow us. Actually, I spoke to him about coming and doing a warm down with us to speak about it.
Yeah.
And then he's just fucking ignoring me messages.
I mean, it's
No,
unbelievable. I mean, like, when I've made, like, sports documentaries at college or, like, uni or something before, nothing fucking comes close to that, because that is, like, sports in such a grand scale that, like, it's so fucking seismic. I mean, the whole drugs in sport is a mad thing anyway.
Yeah.
But the fact that it bled into a documentary that well is
So
unbelievable.
perfectly, yeah. Ridiculous.
And everyone had their hunches about what they were going, like what the Russian Sports Federation
and
was
it's
doing.
chance as well.
Yeah, obviously they're not the only ones, man. Honestly, well, you saw Mo Farah's coach a few days ago got done for
people-
doping.
Doping
Yeah,
is
Hasn't there been some talk about Mo Farah dudes?
yeah,
Well,
that's
it.
been
But
going
then
on
people-
for a while.
It was Seb Coe coming out and saying that people shouldn't really train with him. Mo Farah was the most successful British athlete, most successful long distance runner of
Wasn't he a
all time.
record breaker?
Well, yeah, I don't know, not in terms of record, in terms of times, but definitely for Britain and in terms of what he won, he was.
Well, he seemed dodgy when he did that Quorn advert, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I eat Quorn when I race and run," and it's like,
Well, the best
do you
centre
though?
back in the world is a vegan, mate.
who's that?
Chris Smalling.
Was he actually vegan?
Oh, Brandon,
Brandon, son.
give me a yellow card for that, please,
Yeah,
for the
fucking-
bet, please.
He'll launch someone now for that.
Oh,
Marcus coming
Rashford's
on now.
Probably
Ollie
injured.
just looks so not arsed about the Europa League. Just look at his face.
He should be though.
I mean, to be
because
fair, this is
our
our
way in the
hardest
Champions
game,
League.
though, isn't it? This is our hardest game in the group stage.
The UFC
think?
definitely isn't better drug free.
It's not drug free for starters.
It's not,
Obviously.
man. We were talking before the stream. Look at Yoel Romero. I'm not saying anything,
Well,
but
even
come on, man.
TJ Dillashaw got
I don't
done,
watch it,
even in the current. I mean, he got caught, obviously, but
Two
still
years,
got
2
caught
year
back then.
sentence as
But
well.
he'd obviously been doing it for 3 or 4 years before that. He
I mean, didn't all. And it's quite funny actually because when he was fighting Cody Garbrandt, and I think he mentioned something about Cody being on steroids, and he went, "You taught us how to do steroids, mate."
Yeah.
Which is mad.
well, he was obviously doing it when he was at
nice
with
jacket.
Alpha Male.
Alpha Male, and then obviously when he's been with
Dwayne
Dwayne Ludwig as well, he's just carried it on. But it's,
Dan
if you think
James
he's
is
the only
coming
one
off
who's
for
doing it,
Rashford right now. By
if
the
you
way.
think it's just
James
the ones that are
coming
getting
off,
caught,
fucking hell.
Newcastle at the weekend.
Yeah,
And
makes
again,
sense.
Newcastle are shit. They got twatted 5-0. But then again, we'll probably get beat 2-0 or something.
as if you've said that.
I've said it now.
You know what I find
see
funny?
shit.
All this talking MMA about people doing drugs and like, but everyone kicking up about the Diaz's smoking weed as well. Did you ever hear about that story when Nick Diaz fought? Was it Takanori Gomi? He had so much weed in his system that it was medically. A doctor said
was
there is no
medically a
way he
plant.
could have fought this fight without being completely and utterly stoned. And I think he like put him in a go-go plateau, something mad like that, in like the 4th round, and submitted him when he was the king of Japan.
There you
Just
go.
fucking mad, like.
Steve, you did a podcast with Berbatov. How godlike was he in real life?
I'd have banged him if he'd have asked me. Legendary 628 said, so it's about drugs in sport. How is that interesting?
What are you on about?
Brother, what?
Oh, mate.
What do
Have you
like?
seen this
what
game?
things do you like? You like football, you like sports, presumably. This is the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's about people get killed. It's about political things. It's about things being covered up by governments. It's a worldwide
Do you know when we
scandal.
said it might be the most
What are
interesting
you on
documentary ever? I mean, just start there. Should we just start there for it?
What do you consider interesting if that isn't interesting to
Yeah.
you?
How
You
can
clearly
you-
like football and sport.
I made my mum watch it, and she liked it.
Yeah.
She didn't give a fuck about sport.
No, it's literally like a thriller, a murder mystery, a sports thing, a drugs thing. It's everything.
It's a spy movie and everything.
It's spy movie. It's
Right, when you find out that they're
sneaking
hiding
people out of
piss
countries and
bottles
stuff.
behind the plug sockets in the laboratories and
passing
stuff.
them through
fake
fucking
walls in
walls.
rooms to make them into
And the
piss
fact that
bottles.
the Russian scientist is just like batshit crazy as well.
And the way
guy
that
with
they
the
made
glasses.
these like
And he's totally
unbreak-
topless in all his shots.
Yeah, he's
Do you
just
remember how they made
completely
these like
batshit
bottles
crazy.
that were like you could only break them if you wanted to open them, but Russia were like, well, yeah, but we know
Hang
how
on
to
a
open
sec.
them without breaking them.
We'll put them
it's
in.
like-
We'll put
but
them
yeah,
in a
maybe don't-
Dulux paint shaker, and the lid just pops off. Like,
Maybe don't worry about it. Maybe
It's,
we'll fix it.
it's
Yeah.
like fucking Calpol for kids. All you need to do is just pinch it and
just
it comes off
press
the top.
press the lid down and they open. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It really is very interesting.
Steve says, does Paddock drug test? No, they don't.
No,
No, we don't.
we're all USADA free down here.
That's why we're all so jacked. That's why we're all got 6-packs in it.
Yeah, that's why.
Absolutely huge. We're all on steroids.
Speaking of drugs, I'm just ran out of beer.
Speaking
Did
of
you?
which, this has been a
I've got-
shit game.
this has
Like,
been
I
important.
Oh,
don't
shit,
know
really?
if I don't know if
you
we've
not been
established that this has been a really,
Can't wait for the match to start.
really bad game.
Radio
Thanks for
show
sticking with us,
definitely
though. I
comes
do
on after
appreciate
a few
that.
lines in ease.
If you want to hear him talk about that, it
There's
was
definitely some recreational abuse goes on.
yeah. Head down to Jimmy's again on Saturday and Sunday at 1
You want to see
p.m.
more of that?
if you want to see more of Joe McGraw's recreational fun.
Yeah, come down on
It should
Saturday.
be fun. I think I will go on Saturday.
Favour
Jimmy's on
Royal
the-
says,
yeah, I think
Howson
I
will
might
be
come,
fine
actually.
unless Greg's are lacing their stuff with someone.
Oh, he's done you. He's bloody done you there.
Greg's is
What's your
class,
Greg's
though.
order?
Yeah, what do you get?
Oh.
from
I don't know, I'm just trying to think which takeaway I order the most.
Nando's.
Nah.
Pizza Express.
I mean, there's so many, I don't know. Like,
Pizza Express
I'm-
isn't
I'm
a takeaway though. Really,
I'm
is
quite
it?
variety with what I order. I don't really.
variety.
I'm not really. I mean, it used to be Taco Bell over the summer.
Oh
it
yeah,
was-
you were
there
big on
was a lot
Taco
of
Bell,
Bell.
before when I first got here.
Yeah,
You were on a big Taco Bell phase.
yeah. Which isn't that bad to be honest. It's just like.
I mean, chips are always not great, are they?
George Cormer says, "I love watching the young lads."
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Steady on, mate.
Myself.
Steady on, pal.
Yeah, what's your Greg's order? You going into Greg's? You're a hungry boy.
Student meal deal.
What's that?
You can get it for
They do
$3.15.
student meal deal,
Yeah, if you
Greg's?
flash your student card, you just $3.15. You get a panini of your choice, a sausage roll or a donut and a drink for £3.15.
So you're telling me
okay,
I've been a
right?
student with a student card for about 4 years, and I've only just heard of this.
You fucked that right up.
I
still
have
got my
fucked
student
that
card.
right.
So I get a
Sure,
ham and
yeah,
cheese
whatever.
panini, a sausage roll, and whatever drink I'm feeling.
Lovely. What do you get?
I normally get steak bake
Ham and
or
cheese.
chicken bake, but I will say
I love that chicken
pizza
bake.
is great from there.
That nondescript,
student
gloopy, white, gelatinous paste that comes in the chicken bake is.
It's nice.
If I could drink that for the rest of my life, I normally get a cheese pizza and a cheese and onion bake.
I've seen pizza.
It's
tell
got
you what,
that similar creamy white gelatinous gloop that goes in the chicken bake goes in the cheese and onion bake.
Tell you what,
I don't
though,
know what it's made of.
Sausage rolls, they're a staple for every kid.
Yeah,
Fucking
they're
in a
good.
pram to shut the
In a
fuck
pram.
up. Just give them a fucking
Oh, and
sausage
the amount
roll.
of crumbs that are on the lap.
Yeah,
of every
or like,
pram
do you know what I
in
mean? You eat in
England.
the car or something.
Oh,
and
Janine's fucking giving a baby at the minute. There's nothing in them, and they're all like they're made out of like fucking rhubarbs and stuff. Like they look like a big crisp, but they're actually vegetables.
Yeah. Just like dehydrated veg.
Yeah, they're insane, and you're like, what the fuck are you giving her? And you're like, oh, it's like rhubarb and apple or something. You're like, no, it isn't.
No.
But it's like, it actually is.
Okay.
But they crumble like crisp. She's 8-month-old. She's just
Just, like,
mangling
smashing
them all
it into
over
her own
at the minute,
face.
Yeah. And I picked her up yesterday. It was like picking up a sandbag. It was just,
Just
like,
pouring all over
what
it.
the fuck is going on here, man?
What's your order from Greg's, Steve?
I don't really have that. I mean,
Do you not have
bacon butty in the morning, obviously.
Mm.
you have a breakfast, don't you?
Probably, if I got in an afternoon, it's probably 2 sausage rolls, sausage and bean melt.
Oh, triple sauce.
Yeah, probably. Maybe a chocolate eclair from feeling like a
Chocolate
fancy man.
eclair!
I tell
That's
you
the
what,
sausage
they're
roll of
actually mint from
desserts, isn't
Greg's.
it?
And a Red Bull.
Yeah.
That's basically a sausage roll. but with
Kamutra
cream
saying
instead of
vegan
meat.
sausage roll. all
Let's be
day,
honest, it's
boys.
probably 2 Red Bulls.
Not
Do
even vegan, come at me.
they sell sausage rolls? Sorry, do they sell Red Bull at Greg's?
Do they sell Red Bull at Greg's? Well, I wouldn't have said it if they don't.
I wouldn't have gone to Greg's if they didn't.
Sausage roll equal a mank
I
dummy.
wonder how many Red Bulls
It is.
kill me.
Sausage
I
roll.
reckon
is.
my tolerance to Red Bull's quite impressive at the minute.
It's disgusting.
I wonder how many Red Bull it took to kill me.
Yeah, someone's just putting sausage roll equal on mank dummy. I mean, I have like
Mank dummy.
memories as a fucking baby with it just being shoved in my mouth and going, just have that and shut the fuck up. I tell you what though, I'm not complaining.
I've got a terrible feeling if we started trying to kill you with Red Bulls, they just make you like stronger and bigger, like Bane or like Venom or something.
It'd be like a Marvel film.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new Spider-Man when he fucking eats all the metal shit and he gets bigger and bigger and bigger?
Spider-Man's the worst superhero, by the way.
No, he's fucking not.
He's
You're not having that one.
He's a fucking child.
Tobey
best
Maguire is
fucking
the best Spider-Man, by the
The
way.
worst superhero is any old Iron Man. The bloke used to come around the streets at Worksop going, Eddie old Iron, and he'd come out and he's got the bad legs. His legs are all warped and skinny. And he used to come out and try and nick all your gates off your front garden. He's the worst superhero.
Did that actually happen to you, did it?
Yeah.
I love Scrap Metal Man.
So glad it did
Scrap
not
Metal,
go
you
up
call
in
him
this
Scrap Metal
country.
Man. We called him any old Iron Man. He's like normal Iron Man, but poor.
What kind of country did you go to? Jesus
The
Christ.
same one as you!
Yeah.
Stop pretending you're fucking Irish! That was fucking Irish as
To be
Newcastle
fair-
Brown Ale, you cunt.
We used to have a guy who came around with a DVD van with James Bond plastered on the side.
Selling DVDs.
Everyone had that.
renting out DVDs out the back of his van. It was class.
I remember like going to
love
pubs with my
cheap
dad and some
DVDs.
guy would always come up to us and be like, Johnny, the new film's out in the cinemas, lads. And
Yeah.
they'd be like dodgy fucking DVDs.
Oh,
with,
yeah,
like, just
the-
Sharpies on it. And then you get like people in the shadows walking in front of
Yeah.
the camera
But
down to
someone
get
recorded
popcorn.
Completely.
with
If this is
regular-
0-0, I'm not doing a review on my channel, by the way.
Someone recorded on a
Sorry
Sony
about
Ericsson.
Yeah.
I well can't be asked reviewing.
I remember watching King Kong on that in white copy. Got it from the Townley in Bezwick.
They always used to sell kippers in the pub near me.
Here's
Yeah.
the truth.
The
I
bloke
can't
used to
be
go
asked
to
to do a
Whitby.
review of this shit. There's
Sell
nothing
kippers
to
at
talk
pub.
about.
I remember.
What can I talk
remember
about?
It's weird. I remember the pubs where like they used to fucking sell them. Townley and Queen Anne were
Yeah.
two that I remember.
Three-legged stool get some of the best kippers you've ever had in your life. I mean, they'd been out of
You
the
eat
fridge for
something
about
weird.
9 hours. It's what? Where did you,
Fucking boring, this.
Yeah, it's
Every
pretty bad.
time I've watched this game, it's just been fucking slow. Or they've got the ball, and we're like, yeah, we're not going to bother pressing.
What do you think of the black kit?
What do I
don't
think of the
mind
black kicks? Nice.
it. I mean, it's
As
just
you can
kit.
tell,
It's
I
just
like
a
black.
kit, innit?
Someone called me a hobbit before, but you know,
I don't
I am.
really care about kits. Do you care about kits? Are you a big? Do you get annoyed at a bad
Good
kit?
save,
I
De
don't
Gea.
matter, does it? Who cares?
Man, I'm 35. I've been at war.
Like even that one, the third
give a
the
fuck
third
about
kit
what
that
other
looks
men
like
do.
it's made
What
out of
makes me
dead
laugh?
skin.
When people fucking comment on what people are wearing.
I think
Yeah.
the last
It's like,
kit.
imagine giving a fuck what another man wears. You fucking absolute
I
lunatic.
think the last kit I bought was that Adidas re-release of the original with the like the late 80s, early 90s sharp. It's fucking beautiful.
Great question from Alexander Walden there. He says, "Where's the fat Irishman gone?" We're not sure. He's either gone to the toilet or to get another pint.
Who's got worse distribution, De Gea or Amazon?
Amazon's
Listen, Amazon's
Amazon,
amazing.
have you got Amazon Prime, mate?
yeah, get it the next day.
De Gea Prime. That's what we need.
Here, we can get Amazon in 2 hours.
Oh,
I've only done it a couple of times.
Look at-
And I've only done it literally just to see if they do it or not. And,
It does work.
And it definitely works.
it's
yeah.
brilliant, isn't it?
Like, bring me a bag of crisps.
Yeah.
Make sure they've got
Someone
it.
threw a pint pod at De Gea, and that's exciting.
Yeah, he just picked it, put it next to the goal.
That's pretty boring, really.
How old do you have to be to stop wearing full kit? Like, when does it become weird to continue wearing full kit?
12. 12.
Producer Cam asking there, when does it become weird to stop wearing a full kit? Yeah,
Didn't your club
I think
captain wear
secondary
shin
school-
pads when he wasn't playing?
Yeah, aren't you a Chelsea fan?
yeah, that was sad, wasn't it? I know it's been done to death, but that was sad.
When was the last time you held your hand?
NCX
Nice one,
Group
mate. When's the last time
Security
you held it?
tweeted,
sad
commented,
arse.
there is no intensity.
Yes,
You're right.
there's no intensity. We haven't had
doing
any
fuck all.
intensity in
Have we had a
7
shot on
years.
target?
I mean,
Was
look
Mason's
at this
shot on
here.
target?
There's a counter-attack coming right through.
Score and pulls out that misery.
Come out to the right. He's cut inside. Dowlett's a bit wondering what's going on here. He's
Gets
going
a
out for
good blocking.
corner.
It's just
That's
dreadful.
adding to my bet, which is probably over now because I think Dan James was on it.
Does he always speak with an Irish accent? Only on camera.
Only on camera.
Yeah.
Very good impression, though, I like to
It's,
think.
yeah, it's not bad actually. Very good
Steve,
impression.
thoughts
I
on
think.
Red Light District?
Which red light district?
Yeah, which
I'm guessing the
Inferno,
Amsterdam
which red light
because it's
district?
in AZ. A lot of
Ah,
United
right, fair
fans
play.
have flown to Amsterdam.
Never been. I've walked through the Hamburg one though, and it's mental.
yeah. I've walked through the one in Zurich, which is actually high class red light district. It's like buildings with like 4 floors, and they just see them in the windows
I
with the
didn't
red
even know
lights
there was
behind
more
them.
than one red light.
Williams. Is
Every
that
city
down?
in the world's got.
Yeah,
a
Yeah,
red
but
light
like
district.
there's
Hamburg.
the
There
red
you go.
light district.
Game's just been stopped for Williams down on the floor.
Fantastic. I actually walked through the Hamburg red light district dressed as a lady.
Oh shit! Stretcher's coming out for him. Oh no, Stretcher.
It's
Sorry,
a
medical
German milk
team.
major like the Oktoberfest thing. It was my mate's stag do. We got in 2 outfits. One was a gimp with the zip
Standard.
mask. Yeah, and one
Winnie Pooh,
was
He's not giving a penalty.
Fucking
it's
get
not a
up, you
penalty, surely.
fanny.
What happened to Williams to go down? Oh,
Winded.
Winded,
yeah,
yeah,
fucking
just winded. Yeah.
and he and we got there late on the Friday night, and we couldn't go on the
Favourite dinosaur.
so we could only wear one of the outfits. So as we went back to get changed and get in the outfit, he was like, "You might as well put that one on." I was like, "Bastard."
Milkmaid.
All right, okay.
Did
I
you?
mean-
Did you look good? Did you have a wig?
It was about 5 stone ago. So yeah, I look pretty fit.
You looked all right. Cameron says favorite dinosaur. I always like to try Triceratops.
Yeah,
I was so into dinosaurs as a kid.
I was.
Velociraptor.
Dinosaurs. I had on VHS.
Velociraptor. Yes.
I like it. Yeah, I like a Triceratops. I like a what's
The Heineken give you sponsors? No, but we are trying.
Yeah, Heineken, if you're watching,
We'd
take a
absolutely
punt.
love to.
Take a punt.
Corona, if you're watching, please, just for me, give me a lime as well.
A what? A line?
A lime. I mean,
Oh,
a lime.
Oh,
Well, I mean, if they're
Give me
offering
a
a
lime.
lime, then yeah, why not,
Jesus, man. Come on, let's
Jesus,
not.
man? Favorite
Children
dinosaur. I
watching
mean, Stegosaurus is pretty fucking brutal.
Stegosaurus.
What was the one?
That's a good shout. Though.
Do you know what?
Bad, but it's a bit
Do you know
bulky.
what? I think-
Brontosaurus is
Right.
next.
Someone commented because I forgot the name of it. Walking with Dinosaurs. Last episode. The thing that kills the T-Rex has got like a club on its tail. I can't believe I forgot it.
It's not a megalodon, is
Oh,
it?
they're called
No.
Jeff.
Megalodon's the
Called
big
Jeff.
the big
Jeff.
shark.
Jeff is my favourite
Argentinosaurus, I
dinosaur.
like.
That's not a thing.
That's
yeah,
a big one.
they are. Yeah,
They're one of the
massive.
Some of them
Do you know
just
what's the Nigel
turkey
Marvin
dinosaurs.
video? Turkey dinosaurs. Oh my!
Turkey dinosaurs
Sean
is a
Williams.
great shout, mate.
That's the best
fucking
one.
subscribe, or we'll make you watch the match.
I like the
I don't know why I
flying
said
ones.
it.
What are the flying ones?
Pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl.
that's a
pretty
shout.
good.
No one's opened up the Doritos. We're on 175 likes. We said get to 100 and we open them.
Let's get them open. Let's crack them open. Titanosaurus, that's not bad.
Let's have a look.
That's a big boy. You know it's big when it's neck and head and it's neck and tail that
That's
fit
not
on.
real.
That's pretty good. Argentinosaurus, I think, is
Looks
the
like
biggest.
if Brock Lesnar was a dinosaur, that's what it looks
That
like.
chap skips tail.
What the fuck is that? That's a bone.
That chap skips tail.
Whoa!
Oh,
we're so
fucking
close
get it
to
on target,
scoring.
lad. You're gonna
Fuck
fucking
yeah,
put us out of
now.
misery soon.
Look at that cunt's neck.
Yeah, that's a Mamenchisaurus.
Neck 100.
I think Argentinosaurus. Let's have a look at that.
I can vaguely remember an Argentinosaurus on a Nigel Marvin show.
Oh,
That's probably
it's
straight,
a
though.
genus of Titanosaur sauropod.
Give
Sorry,
me a top
in case you're
5
wondering.
Formula 1 drivers from the 80s.
Great question.
I only know Charles Leclerc.
Senna? Was he? He was 90s, wasn't he?
Ah, he's an 80s one.
Skaman. Come on. Top 5 80s Formula 1 drivers. He doesn't fucking know for anyone who didn't
Was
pick that one
Schumacher
up.
driving in the
Cheers for
80s?
coming.
No.
Big Boosh.
Big Boosh got a comment for us.
Our midfield pairing of Fred and Matic cost the club £90 million. They're both an embarrassment to the club. I never want to see either play for us again.
Disagree.
Right, well, he's gonna. So,
Yeah.
used to that.
I mean, Matic was all right in his
Right.
first season. Fred has not really lived up
We
to
signed
much, has
Matic
he?
when he was
Do you know
30
what?
years old.
This
29.
game
good
was
for about
fucking
2
sent me
games.
under.
Son of Rome.
Oh,
Guys,
here we
make
go.
it worth
oh,
watching.
shit. Here we go.
Oh, Son of Rome will read your comment out in a second.
Oh,
Good
that hit
punch.
the punch
Right,
all
Son
the
of
way.
Rome's commented. Guys, make it worth watching. A race to finish a can of beer. Faster to do it now. Mate, we've got no beer left.
Got no
We've ran
beers
out.
left, man.
I mean,
Drank it
We
all.
could get into some
You're
drinking
about
games, but
1.5
we've
too
literally
late.
got none left.
that's it. That was pretty flat, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing really. 4 pints, neck one each, guys. Fastest time. You underestimate
We ain't got 4
the lack
pints.
of beer that we've
In
got
the
right
States, they love to shotgun cans. You ever shotgun the can?
Is that the one where you
Yeah,
smash
is that
it
what
against
you-
your head like an
you
absolute
get
psychopath?
you scrape the middle of it. You scrape the bottom, a little hole. Yeah, it's a waste of
It
beer.
is.
And then you crack it, and then you chug it, and you're just like.
This is why
rather enjoy
Americans
the-
cannot drink beer.
Yeah, but they're drinking 2.6% beer. Yeah.
Yeah.
The I mean, I didn't get smashed. I went to watch UCLA, the football game, tailgate at the Rose Bowl. It was actually pretty sensational.
That is fun though, isn't it?
It was
Lingard's
Like, you just imagine like a day drinking with the lads. It was a bit of
Mason
football.
Greenwood, by the way, for
They had
everyone.
this like octopus thing where they fill out these big like hose pipes full of beer and all that. Lot.
Like you see on Project X.
Yeah, and they was all like, "Yo, we're fucking well good at this." I was like, "What'd you do?" And they're like, "Basically, you turn the tap and then like suck your thing down." I'd finish mine, finish the next one because no one had done it before any of the rest of them got to the bottom, and I'm like,
Yes, lads.
"Are you fucking kidding me or what?" It's pretty
That is
drunk.
good, isn't
Pretty
it?
drunk after that, like.
Yeah. It's too much.
I'm going to have a sit down over
I've got
yeah.
It was like when I went to America. It felt bizarre because I'd never been there before, really. And I went, and I think I was 19 last year. Yeah, 19. Drinking age over there is 21, is it?
Yeah.
But
So-
you weren't drinking because you weren't 19. Let's say hypothetically you were drinking.
I did have a drink, though. I will admit.
Oh Jesus! You were
Snuck a drink. Managed to
Arrest
whack
him.
someone.
Arrest this man.
Illegal.
Arrest him.
Whoa. Please don't. But no, anyway, it felt weird because there was like kids like knocking about at like fucking like 7-Elevens. Do you know like you see on films where it's like, Mister, can you buy us a pack of beer?
Really?
Like I always thought it was like a fucking joke.
No.
And there was like,
Did you not used to do that as a
Mister, can you buy
kid?
us a pack of beer?
We used to hang around like the Tesco Express, being like getting the scruffiest looking bloke who looked like he might buy us beer to like, if we give you 20 quid, will you buy us 4 cans, please, mate?
No,
I
just
didn't know how much anything cost.
Dad's beer fridge.
Really? I wish my
So-
dad had a beer fridge.
I remember I told me dad at 16 just got me a haircut and there was like fucking Tesco over the road or an Aldi or whatever, and I went, Dad, he went, what do you want now? I went,
You've had your haircut. What else do you want?
can you get us a bottle of vodka, please? He was like, yeah. Yeah, and I was like, I've been waiting for you
Really?
to say that for so long.
Jesus. I wish I had that. Their kit looks like a rugby kit.
Oh, looks like they stood up and started
That's
singing.
a good point. I've just made that. So, next.
Excuse me.
We're
United
dreadful,
are
aren't
just poor, aren't they?
No, this game's
You
shit.
bored?
Go on. Just get us a goal. Come on.
Rashford. Oh, penalty.
Giving it.
Is he?
What the fuck?
No.
He's not giving it.
He nearly did.
I thought he had that to his mouth.
Absolutely bottled.
It looked like
I think
it,
the
didn't
ref bottled that, to be
it? Should
fair.
crack these suckers.
Someone's
Yeah,
actually
get
just
them out.
commented, who
Get
can
the dips
fit
out.
the most Doritos in their mouth?
Steve.
I'm not fit
Probably me.
Doritos in the
Stay.
mouth.
Who can fit the most
Not doing it,
Doritos in their bum?
You think I'm fucking doing that
Joe.
on camera? You're off your head.
Have we got any dip, by the way?
Yeah, we do, right here.
Oh, there's the dip.
Oh, yes,
I
boys.
don't like any dip on my chili.
As you see the replay here,
Is it a pen or what?
Rashford getting taken down.
That's
Yeah, that's a penalty.
That's a penalty.
Right, what we got there? What's the free dip?
Yeah, what's the dips
Sour
about,
cream
man?
and chive. Oh yes.
Sour cream and chive. We've got 1,000 Island, and we've got a sour cream,
Onion
sour
and
cream
garlic, sour
Dip
cream
from
and chive.
1,000 islands.
Cream sweet chili is the other one.
Whatever
That's
that thing
not-
was, them, no. No.
Let us know if you like the sound of people chewing into a microphone. I know it's one of the most commonly enjoyed sounds.
ASMR, guys.
Absolutely disgusting.
Chili heat wave, best flavour Dorito. Oh, I thought it was gold. Best flavour Doritos.
They're good for
Anybody
like a
want a
dip. No thanks.
They're good with a beer.
But in
Fine.
terms of being like covered with the cheese, the jalapenos, the salsa, I like a cool original. Personally,
That's what most people go for when they're in the cinema and you get to pick nachos. They go cool original.
do they?
Ah.
If it's part of a stacked, layered
Cheese
sort
sauce,
of Dorito.
jalapenos, and salsa. Most people go cool
Yeah.
original. I don't know. It's weird, but I'd go chili heat wave.
Which
myself.
cinema did you work at, or do you work at?
View don't work there anymore.
Which one?
View in Altrincham. Shout out to the View crew.
Bit posh, Altrincham.
Yeah, you'd want to see some of the heads you get in there, some of the clientele. Absolute arse bandits.
What I like to do when I'm having a chili. Mrs. makes a chili.
A chili.
Have
Tesco's
Doritos
better
to eat
than
with
you.
it.
Oh, yes.
Gives
please.
it a bit of a crunch and a bit of a different texture. Absolutely outrageous.
Let us know what snacks or drinks you've got
Listen.
with the match.
I'm a fat guy, which means I'm a professional eater. Right? I know what tastes good. So if I say, try that shit, you try that shit.
I believe you. I'm going for it.
You should. Matic dancing past people like this isn't the worst fucking game of football I've seen this
And a
year.
poor touch from Angel Gomez afterwards as well, which is unusual.
9 minutes left. Oh, free kick. Ref, I'll have some of that. Marcus looked all right since he's come on. Should have won a penalty.
He's looked quite bright, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Like, quite aggressive. Can't be arsed, man.
Do you think we're going to get a goal?
Nope.
It basically is. No, but like, it's like a surprise for people, isn't it? Alex off camera said, should we change the watch-along to a food review thing? I was like, well, it kind of already is.
McSauce coming on.
But it's more of a surprise for everyone.
Mm.
When they open it and they go, hey, what's going on here? And they go, oh, yes, the lads are talking barbecue again.
Mataroff, McTominay on. Is that a positive move? What is that?
Not
I mean,
really.
it doesn't feel like one.
Does
but
it?
Fred's going forward, you say?
Maybe, I mean, you wouldn't expect Mata to be starting at the weekend, but maybe he will be. As United have a free kick on the United's left, AZ Alkmaar's right. And Rashford smashes it over.
Fucking hell, man. That was horrendous. Oh, God. So bad.
Did I miss anything?
Obviously not.
This is so
Fucks it.
bad.
We're bad.
You know, a little part of me would rather us be losing and chasing the game for a bit of entertainment.
0-0s are shit, aren't they?
Fucking awful.
Point to point at the end of the day.
Cheers, McLaren.
When we don't score, we have a win.
Vanilla's my favourite flavour of ice cream.
My meal deal of choice is ham butties, very salted crisp, and a bottle of water.
Ham brackets no mayo. Ready salted.
Yeah.
And then fizzy water.
That's what sort of game this has been. Fizzy water,
Ham
ready
no
salted,
mayo.
ham no mayo.
Brandon Williams with the,
No mayo. As well.
with the Thomas
I'd rather
Muller
have
socks
mayo
tonight
no
as
ham
well.
than ham no mayo.
Shit.
Lindelof
Have a
driving
dig.
forward.
Someone do something.
Yeah,
If you're not going to score, bang a fucking ref or
Ooh,
something.
good pass, McTominay.
Oh,
you know.
Lingard just shot wide.
Was it just wide?
it's the first
looked a
time.
lot wide.
You know, that's the
Brilliant
first time
pass from
we've watched
McTominay.
this game today and go.
McTominay,
"Oh."
yet again, the best player on the pitch.
Good touch.
Good first touch from Lingard.
It
and
was
it's
just
shot
wide.
Maybe, just under a yard wide. Couple feet wide. That was a great forward pass from McTominay.
Can't
though,
wait
wasn't
till
it?
next year when we end up in the Europa Conference.
Oh, that is a thing now as well. That is a thing.
What do you think of that? I mean, does it just feel like another way of UEFA just
I like
making
it.
money, or
I
yeah?
don't mind it.
It just looks like a.
But you know teams that are intent to like whatever.
Oh,
is
Lingard,
15th
what are
in
you
the Premier League,
the
gonna play
fucking
the
hell are you
third
doing
team
there, man?
'Cause they're
He
gonna-
just tried flicking a ball to no one. He didn't even look behind him.
McTominay is unironically our best player.
He is our best
He's
player.
up there as one of our better
player of the
players.
I
Yeah.
love him. Absolutely love him.
He certainly is one of our better players. But he's not bad. This is a salt and vinegar kind of match, though, boys. Not great.
Very solid.
That's
Salt
an
and
insult
vinegar
to
is
salt
pretty
and
great,
vinegar.
Yeah.
It's not had that much spice.
No, this match is Walker's salt and shake, but you didn't get a sachet of salt in the pack.
This match
That's
is
what this match
Sainsbury
is.
own brand ready salted crisps.
Yes, in those tiny little packets.
Fucking hell, it makes me just wince watching this football, man.
So bored. So fucking bored.
This is a salt and vinegar kind of match. No, it's not. 'Cause salt and vinegar's
I
the
had
best
Peppa
fucking
Pig on
flavour,
in our
mate.
house this morning for the baby for about an hour.
Dun, 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 Peppa Pig.
It was a boring story he was telling about burying a time capsule and a rocket.
Do you ever make people call you Daddy Pig?
Not yet.
Is he doing it again? Mate,
It's a really good shot of the light switch you got there.
you're a jabroni. You know that?
We're getting that flag for the light switch.
Flags in there.
We needed Bruno Fernandes. Well, I don't know.
Bruno Fernandes doesn't exist. He was completely made up by the Portuguese media. I'm concerned.
He
at
came
this
out and
point.
said he agreed to join Spurs, but I don't know if there's any truth in that. Give us a free kick, ref.
Sevilla away game. Also on that 9 state shirt. Don't know about that night because I went out and missed the game. Seen the result when I was in venue, and then I got kicked out of venue. It's a bad night all round, really. Right, that's done with.
Minty.
What do we need to be able to fucking make chances and shots and
Better
goals?
players.
Me.
But what in particular, if you can sign 3 players, 3 sort of possible players,
My brain ain't going to give you that sort of input.
even
He's-
positions,
after 85 minutes
what do you
of
think? A right winger,
Mid back midfield.
I don't
better
think
midfield. Do you
yeah.
think that's more important than striker and right winger?
You can probably upgrade that as well, but midfield starts with midfield.
Right.
I don't think you can say right now what would fix this United side.
No.
But one thing I can probably say with a bit of assurance is that our best 3 players this season have been the 3 signings.
Yeah, probably.
Has to be. And if that's not a sign of the way we're going at the moment, then it's baby steps. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day, as Solskjaer said, and people don't like hearing that.
How do you know?
Kieran just dropped some out of his mouth.
just-
How
the
do I
mid
know
fell on
Rome
the
wasn't
ground
built in a
out,
day?
Yeah, would you know?
I don't know. it's
I was
like
there
God,
one
Rome
day.
was
It
shit
wasn't there.
No, but you don't know Rome wasn't built in a day.
News
but
just
it
in:
wasn't,
Rome
was it?
was built in a day, according to Stephen
No,
Howson.
might have been.
It might have been actually. You're right.
Some Sado with his Lego just built the whole thing.
What if it opened on Monday?
Well, like Alton Towers. Introducing the greatest
Rome.
city in the world, Rome.
Boom.
Here's
Got
all you
working
got.
Shitters.
Amazing. It's not.
Running
It's,
water.
it's just portable toilets.
You must be
Running
this cold
water.
to enter this brothel.
The straightest roads in all of the world. They loved it. They loved the straight
See,
roads.
that makes sense, doesn't it?
It does actually.
For someone that made working shitters and straight roads, don't you think they'd have had an opening ceremony?
Probably.
Right, so Rome was open.
And they
on
invented the
Monday.
opening ceremony. Well, they didn't now. That's the Greeks, actually, isn't it?
Was
The
Pompeii
Olympics.
during the Rome?
No, that was.
That was after.
No, it's a song by Bastille, isn't it? Come on.
Yeah. Pompeii was after the Roman Empire, I'm pretty sure.
Remember that guy, the guy who was caught wanking at Pompeii?
Yes, and do you know those 2 lovers that were seen for ages, 2 skeletons sort of intertwined?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Turned out a couple of gay blokes,
Oh, lovely.
which a lot of historians weren't very,
Happy about.
Yeah. Because
exactly.
people
Why?
are homophobic, aren't they? I prefer it. Get 20 all lined up in a row.
It's a 20-foot cock and balls, man.
Yeah, that was on originally like that.
Oh, it's family of snake.
20-foot cock and balls, man.
Go on. Go on, United.
We've been watching Phoenix Nights in the office
Shabba.
recently.
Phoenix Nights is fucking sensational. I don't know if anyone outside of like Lancashire watched Phoenix Nights.
Oh, it was massive.
Right.
No, it was massive.
Was it?
Yeah, it was big. That was
But
like
did
one
they
of the
get
things
it?
that maybe I don't know if they
Did
got
people
it.
in like Cornwall be like, "That's fucking mint, looking at him"?
But it definitely one of the things.
Do you remember
that
the theme tune that me and
PK.
Alex come up with for Comment Club? Do you know in Phoenix Nights, if anyone who watches it, he drives over a speed bump and it says, "It's the Phoenix Club." And we're just going to go, "It's the Comment Club."
We should have gone for it.
We should have gone for it. We need a speed bump, man.
Come on, United, do a goal.
We didn't do a goal.
Do a goal.
James Lindemann has just messaged me. That's happening, bro. He says, "I've seen that episode of Peppa Pig. It's better than this shit."
The eruption of Mount Vesuvius at
James,
Pompeii was actually
Get
before the
fucking
Roman Empire.
Malinadji to
so-
come and do my podcast for us.
Can you tell that I chose geography over history?
No, I can't. Well, that's sort of both, isn't it?
I don't know why I chose geography. I always liked history.
Because you wanted
but-
a fucking cop out and an easy fucking colour
Yeah,
game.
Yeah,
you
basically,
you
yeah.
wanted to-
We went to like the moors and we just like looked at fucking hills and was like, yeah, that's where a river goes. And we was like, yeah, fuck it.
Let us know in the comments what GCSE results you got.
Callum, Cameron,
Which are the
buy that
humanities you
fucking
picked.
voodoo chili for us.
Oh my god, it actually is
Fucking
90
scouse.
minutes
As we
into
approach
this
the-
game.
Voodoo chili.
90th minute now. Still 0-0, obviously, as you can see.
If you've
on
been
the
if
screen.
you've been
Baker's
watching,
Rage says
This game
Pompeii
has
was
really
70
been-
AD during Emperor Titus's reign.
Yeah. So it was during the Roman Empire. I think 70 AD, that's sort of the... That's around that time is when the Romans were pretty big, isn't it? The turn of
Pretty
the
big.
millennium.
They weren't like the biggest fucking like empire. Wait, hang on. Before I say that,
They're not the
were they
biggest empire ever. They were the biggest empire ever at the time.
So what was the biggest empire ever?
The British Empire. About 1,500 years later. 1,700 years
What
later.
Boris Johnson wanks to at night.
Yes, the British Empire is the biggest
PewDiePie
empire
of
ever,
empires.
both in terms of money and in terms of land.
Is that because of
owned.
America mainly?
No,
Like
no.
Because what Britain did,
India as well.
No, it's
which
not in
is
terms
kind
of...
of snide but kind of smart at the same time, is they pulled out little places like the bottom of South Africa.
I would take the West Indies as well.
Yeah, the West Indies, like Hong Kong, and they just literally had little,
Canada.
very important ports in very key areas, and just was like, that's ours now. Gibraltar, so places like that.
Isn't that where like tea and curry came from?
All of
our,
that
like
is.
empires and all that sort of shit. Yeah, I'm sure. I read
All
that
those
somewhere.
spice wars and trade wars that happened around that time.
I thought.
That Britain were pretty good at all that stuff, yeah.
Benjamin Chauvel says, I did astronomy at GCSE, got me a C. That's outrageous.
Astronomy at GCSE.
Astronomy? Where
What
did you go
fucking
to
course
school?
was that?
You were homeschooled, mate.
The guy who commented
Astronomy.
that, tell me what course you did because I didn't get astronomy.
I did
at
astrology
GCSE.
at GCSE.
What did you get?
I don't remember. I don't know.
Jesse Lingard's injured and gone off.
524 people
So
watching.
now it's 10 Man United for the
Please
last
smash
20
the
minutes.
like button because this game's been.
We could have been playing with one
Cheers up.
fucking
Give us
man
a
for a
like if
week.
you bored
It's
out
been
your
dreadful.
fucking mind. And come and join us on Sunday for more utter bollocks.
Oh my god, Sunday's going to be even
Who's on
worse.
Sunday?
I'm here.
Is it me, us three, and Joe?
Oh, what a lineup!
I've
Is
been
Joe going to be
replaced.
available after his big play?
Yeah, Joe.
Actually, he's got no
Wait,
excuse
Joe,
not to
actually,
come here.
I didn't reply to mention today, so I'll double check.
Joe's got no excuse not to be here.
Cameron, what's the lineup for Sunday look like? What? Okay.
Yeah, his show ends at 3. The watch-along's at 4:30.
Sounds like you're being a bit of a gimp to me.
Disrespect.
Oh, he's
Bolt
pulled his
Lingard's
hammy.
He's done his hammy.
Hammy, yeah, he's done.
Fucking hell. Alright, so it's at least half of us here.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be
Are
a
you
fun little
doing-
show.
I will
UFC?
have to get back to you on that,
You
but
said that like for the last 24 hours.
Really?
and I will get back to you on it.
I think Sunday might be quite fun.
I could do Sunday.
Well, there we go then. Sorted.
James is quite a character.
Well, I say we set up some fun little
need some
exciting
games,
topics
don't
and
we?
games, some challenges. Let us know in the comments if there's any sort of challenges or games we can do for the watch along on Sunday. Because if it's anything like this, we're going to need some kind of encouragement to stick around for the full 2 hours.
I think
So,
Twister would be good.
Twister, any sort of forfeits, anything that could make our time watching Man United a bit
Could
more
prank call
enjoyable.
people. Look at that, joint top of the group. Get in the boys!
Get in the line.
Champions League,
Look at
here we
it.
fucking come.
Partisan, more like shartisan. Am I right, lads?
He's
AZ
doing you
Alkmaar,
there,
more like AZ
Partizan
Alk
fans.
meh. And Astana? Ass.
Yeah.
Tana. Full time. It's 0-0. The result we all came for.
Yeah. Subscribe. Fuck off. See you in a minute for the review.
That was shite.
Do you want to go straight into the review in a second?